Everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's D&D live stream of our Blackest Heart campaign. I want to thank you for joining us, for anyone that is watching. Thanks for coming along on this fun little ride of ours. Want to go through some announcements for today. As was mentioned last week and every week for a little while now, we have our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, which you can go to their website, www.criticalhitgamingsupplies, it's all one word, .com, and you can get some really awesome looking dice. They got some really cool ones on there. They've got dice bags, dice trays, miniatures, all sorts of really cool stuff for your at-home adventures where you can have lots of fun. And look, our Vanna White there, Jacob, showing off his dice tray. So make sure you check those out. They are some pretty good stuff. And something new to go along with that is now when you go to Critical Hit Gaming Supplies website, you can get 15% off if you use our discount code. It is TOGG15, TOGG15. That will get you a 15% discount on your order at Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. So now you can go there and get a little bit off on your next purchase. All right, next thing to put out. As was mentioned last week, we are officially a member of what is called Team Spock, or the Spock Nation, which is a team of streamers on Twitch. It's got Spock himself, who's kind of the godfather of this team, hence named after him, Team Spock. And all the rest of us on the team, they have got lots of cool things they're doing, streaming all sorts of different games. It's, go visit Team Spock and the Spock Nation. Check out the other streamers on there. You're going to find something for sure that you're going to enjoy and love and just want to latch onto. So check them out. Also want to mention a Discord server that we have the pleasure of knowing and chatting with and maybe working some stuff out with in the future, called ARN. And again, I haven't heard back from them on this yet. Not sure the exact pronunciation, but it is spelled ARRYN. So go ahead and look for them. Send them a message. They do things like talking about D&D and other gaming and stuff like that. It's a cool place. Check it out. Might make some new friends. Find some interesting information about gaming, D&D, etc. Go ahead and give them a look. All right. Now, unless there are any announcements from anyone else, nothing cool. All right. Well, in that case, without further ado, The Blackest Heart. All right, and we are back. So, to recap where we last left off, the party had been returned home from the Feywild after completing their task for John the Brown. He did as was promised and sent them on their way home. However, the dangers and pitfalls of magic in the Feywild played a little trick on them. they did not arrive back to where they originally left, finding themselves surrounded pretty much as far as the eye could see by sand, sand, and more sand, being in the middle of a very large desert. They did notice that off to what would appear to be the east, in the distance, there seemed to be some mountains. They also noticed that to the south, thanks to Harim flying up above and giving kind of a bird's eye view of the situation, they were able to see that, hey, to the south there looks to be maybe some rock formations over there or something. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a little bit in the distance, but maybe something else besides just sand and mountains to go and travel towards, which is what they did. So they started making their way to the south. Unfortunately, while they were journeying, they realized, well, we don't have all the supplies that we did because, well, they're kind of left back on the horses, the loss of which Oak is definitely feeling and has been a little bit forlorn and even grumpy at times. However, the horses weren't the only thing lost. It was the supplies they were carrying. So they had very little food on them and very little water. However, they did manage to figure out ways to supplement their dietary and water needs and continued on, with the heat beating down upon them and bringing levels of exhaustion to pretty much the entire group. Worst affected was Diana in her lovely fur that covers the majority of her body, which
I actually don't have fur,
well,
but okay.
Fur-ish. Maybe it's invisible.
Only has ears and a tail.
It's enough. It's enough.
But yeah, just ears and a tail. The rest of her appears human.
Yeah, she's just not suited to the heat. And so it affected her quite a bit. And then, while traveling, they ran into a group of 3 giant scorpions, which very, very nearly made them into lunch. However, by, as Galdor would say, the grace of Melora, and some good play, they managed to eke that one out and continued on their way towards the rocks, and as they got closer, reported by Harim through to Jacob and then to the rest of the group, what looked like possibly also trees in that direction, they eventually continued and arrived at an oasis. Upon getting to close to this oasis, the group notices what looks to be a fairly large creature kind of sitting on its haunches on the far side of this oasis lake, the body of water, which looks like a lionish type body, but the face of a human. Face-ish. Kind of a mixture, really. It's weird. They also notice what looks to be some ripples in the water, and then a giant snake-like creature, also with a partial snake-like, partial human-like face, sliding out of the water. Which, thanks to some good memory recall on a couple members of the party, turns out to be a guardian naga and an androsphinx. And as they were sitting there discussing, well, wait a minute, what should we do with this new information here? The androsphinx turned and looked at them, and that is where we left off. So there you are. You are approximately, I would say, about maybe 50 to 60 feet away from the edge of the water on your side. The water, which looks very clear, very cool, very inviting, probably has a diameter of about a good 50 feet itself. The guardian naga that you have seen seems to be kind of over near some like a tree or two and some bushes just outside of the lake over to the right of where you are standing. So It's over there, and it has kind of slithered there. And the Androsphinx is on that far side, almost completely opposite of you. And it is just still kind of sitting on its haunches, but it is looking your way. And right behind it, it's almost like it's resting up against some of these kind of rocks, natural rock formations and stuff like that. Like it's resting its back. Yep. Like resting its backs around, kind of against it and sitting there and looking at you guys.
I cast infestation. I'm joking.
No! He already said if we try to fight this, we're done for. Like, we can't fight this thing.
That's what you said.
That's what he said that we know.
I'll pass without trading
So I
and get
totally
away.
believe anything and everything.
Yes, always
Wait,
believe the
get this
DM.
right. I need sleep.
You need sleep. I have 4 health.
I've got like 3 to 4 points of exhaustion.
Oh, true.
So Oak is just gonna walk out.
No!
And just go towards the water. He's gonna wave a friendly hello. He's gonna say hi. We're just here to rest for a bit, and then we'll be gone.
No permission.
Hi. And he's gonna sit down by the water, not too close to it because he hasn't gotten permission to if this is their water, but just close enough that he can just rest.
I'll be hiding behind Oak, kind of poking my head out, looking at the water.
Okay.
Diana's
Being
just gonna be like,
should I do it?
they understand fighting these things is a very bad idea, yes?
But I'm thirsty.
It's also their spring.
That's why I said hello.
That's why I haven't gotten it
I said
yet.
hello. I'm not touching it yet. I am waiting until I have express permission.
I'm just gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Oh, if Rim isn't on Jacob's shoulder, he is now on Jacob's shoulder.
Okay.
Diana's just... She needs a nap. Before she deals with any of this, she needs a nap.
All right. So as
But
you
Oak
said
has
hello.
made it expressly clear that he is in no way a threat right now.
Okay. So as you say hello, the Sphinx's gaze.
Yeah, Oak says hello.
Yeah, the Sphinx's gaze focuses more on you, or at least it seems like it does. It's almost like it's looking through you beyond. In fact,
Can I cast the spell?
I don't know. Can you? What are you trying to cast?
Can I cast Enhanced Ability on myself?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be nice for a second.
That
So
is
did
nice. Why? What are you talking about? I'm being nice, okay?
Casting magic could be seen as a threat.
I hope not.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Ingle Splendor, so that I have
Okay.
advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask the creature, "Hi, can I drink some water, please? I'm really, really thirsty. It'd be really kind of you if you said yes." And try to persuade them to let me drink water.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. And you do have advantage because Eagle Splinter.
Persuasion. 20.
Okay. It doesn't say anything. In fact, right now, so we've got Oak, you are kind of sitting near the edge of the water, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Rhea, you are near Oak and speaking across the water to the Androsphinx. Is that correct?
Yep.
Where?
Kind of inching towards the water as I speak.
Okay. All right.
Slowly.
Galdur, Diana, and Jacob, where exactly are you located? The water, like I said, it was originally, I think I said 50 to 60 feet in front of you, where you guys started. So are you still back there, or have you moved up closer?
She would have moved up about halfway, but there's no chance Diana's going to go near the water's edge. So she's at least going to stay close enough to where she can still hear everyone, but she's not going to be near the water.
Okay.
Jacob would be behind, if not next to Diana.
Okay.
I'm just going to hide behind that one. The one smaller than me.
Galdor's he's gonna cast Pass Without Trace on himself. And he's gonna
Ezra was
crawl.
scared.
Mhm.
No, he's gonna slither. That's the best way we're gonna put this. 25 feet forward, trying to stay hidden.
All right.
Well, they've already seen us, so...
Yeah.
I'm
Well.
trying to take cover. I have no health.
All right.
I
So.
offered to
He
heal
has
you.
no health.
So that is
Strong.
something I forgot to mention in the intro, guys. Jacob, you would be interested to know this. One of the nights you were traveling in this direction on your watch, Galdor had the watch before you, and he woke you up. And when he woke you up, he was not a centaur. He, in fact, looks like an
yeah.
elf, and he was butt-ass naked.
He has clothes now.
Yeah,
He
he's.
gave me a rope.
You gave him an old robe that he tied around his waist.
Incorrectly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correctly, yeah, it was backwards.
It works. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah. So you've seen naked Galdor. Against my permission.
Please, that's not an image I want in my head.
No, trust me, it's something I won't forget for a month.
At least I'm an elf now, so
This will make it better.
I could have. Well, I guess I was naked when I was a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now if you pop a boner when you see another pretty elf, we have to suffer for it.
Oh well.
Yeah. Ah.
I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna try to bury myself in the sand.
Uh,
I'm gonna be
Diana-
I don't want to be a threat.
the Diana's gonna be trying to contemplate exactly how this situation could play out, especially given everybody is tired right now
Hmm.
and or close to death. Just a reminder.
I'm just bleeding everywhere.
All right,
It's
now
not insane.
So what she's gonna do is tell Oak, well, more so tell Rhea, that you're not gonna want to do anything or move closer until they actually verbally speak to you, giving you permission.
Okay. Now,
Why do you
after
think I haven't touched the water?
Diana
Yeah, well, look at
says
Rhea.
that, Oak and Rhea, as you are closer, I need both of you to give me perception checks. Okay. Ah. Okay.
Oh, no, this is everything.
Good to know. Oak, as you are kind of sitting down near the water's edge, just kind of observing what's going on, you notice the guardian Naga, as Diana had called it, had said the name before to you guys. It slips back into the water, and you watch it kind of circles around near the bottom of the pool in the center, then slides back out in the same place it came in, and goes back to exactly where it was before. Also, you notice.
Oak is gonna take off. Go ahead.
Also, you notice that Sphinx, as it was kind of looking your way, but not really. It, like I said, almost seeming like it's kind of looking through you. It looks back over to the right, to its right. Down a little bit, kind of shifts its position. Then back up. And then once again in your direction. Back up to the right. Back down, kind of shifts again a little bit.
Gal to slither 25 feet closer.
Absolutely. I do need if you're trying to be sneaky, I need a stealth check from you. With your plus 10, yeah, with your plus 10 for pass without trace.
I'm pretty.
Oh, I
OP
forgot we
right
had
now.
that.
I said myself.
But didn't you use that earlier?
20. It's technically I have disadvantage. It's a 22.
All right.
Yeah, because of the exhaustion.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my
That
bad.
we
I
all
only
have.
need 20 feet, so
Yeah.
I slithered 20 feet closer.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that. Also, I believe pass without trace though is like you cast it on yourself, but it's like those around you in a certain radius. Don't they also get it automatically? Or let me double check. Or is that one that you have to say, yeah, you can have it?
It says and your companions.
Okay.
I'm just being a little dickish, you know. I'm trying to
Okay.
just I don't want to be. They can all be seen. I don't have the help to spare.
Oh goodness.
And plus, I'm starting to feel like these things aren't real.
I'm gonna inch forward closer with my water skin.
They're kind of.
So
Still
I'm like,
haven't given you
okay.
permission.
so I'm
They're
like an
stuck
inch
on loop.
away, and just like looking at them real closely, see if they're gonna do anything.
Unless you get verbal permission.
They're stuck on loop. They just he went back into the water, swam around, came back out, and did the same exact thing.
That's not permission, though.
They're
Jacob,
not
Know
real.
this shit?
Jacob's gonna send Trim closer to Oak, and through his eyes try to see if there's a pattern in the way they're moving. The Naga and the Sphinx is moving.
Okay. So I need you to roll your perception.
Does Oak, does Harim land on Oak?
He would,
Nah.
unless Oak is comfortable with him landing on him, no.
Oh yeah, Oak is totally comfortable with it.
Cool,
He,
he's
Oak would totally
chilling
get
on
Harim
Oak's
all the
shoulder.
squishes.
Yeah,
Can I roll
Oak is
insight?
Diana's
Please.
just helping Jacob.
Okay. So
This is
They're
mad.
just going to be talking about all of this because they're the only ones standing back going, what do?
Hey, Jacob, how close are you? Question mark.
Jacob and I are about
Really?
20 feet away from you guys. Prim is next to Oak.
Jacob has disadvantage on perception right now, right?
he
If-
does, but technically he most likely would have. You know what? I'm gonna say yes because I'm gonna say somehow miraculously you avoided being exhausted by just not being here. No.
All
By
right,
not
so
being
then
here.
Prim.
So you still get the point.
So Prim is just a straight roll then.
Yeah, actually, we'll do that. That's best. So, yep, that would give you the 20 because that's the first number. So that is definitely high enough. And Rhea, yes, you said you wanted to try to kind of figure out what's going on with an insight check, so you can go ahead and roll that.
Yeah. Will they attack me? I'd like to know.
You got a 7.
Should I cast Dispel Magic? I don't believe this thing is real
Alright.
anymore.
So, Rhea, you're noticing a pattern.
With a 7?
It's not that hard to see if you just wait.
Still weird.
Mm-hmm. Jacob, you clearly can see that what you are dealing with, these appear to be some kind of illusions. You also notice, through Harim's eyes, that where the Androsphinx seems to be sitting, there looks like a stone pillar that is maybe 12 inches by 12 inches, like a 12-inch diameter, but it's a square, so 12 inches by 12 inches, and maybe about 3 feet high. And there's something sitting on top of it. But it's all, you're kind of looking through what looks like a hazy, now that you've kind of pierced the veil of this, you still see this outline, the shape of a androsphinx, but it's now like semi-transparent. You can kind of see through.
Okay, but what about the Naga?
Once again, dispel magic.
If
Yes,
you
I
look
know.
if you look over, you also see that the Naga is also similar. There's definitely, it's more transparent.
I'm dunking my water skin into the water.
Why?
Because I'm thirsty and it looks very inviting.
So is Galbert still decently close?
Let's see. I was 6.
I guess I wouldn't know, but
Well, no, at that
I
point
would
he'd
be
be next
like-
to Oak, so he wouldn't be. He'd be a
What?
good 20 to 25 feet away from us
I've
now.
only moved 40 feet.
Yeah,
So
You've
So
moved
I'm like
most
20
of it.
feet away from Oak.
Then you're next to us.
Yeah, I'm just hidden. You can't see me.
So Jacob will just say aloud to whoever's next to him. They aren't real. The transparent, it's a kind of pattern, illusionary magic, I think.
Coming from where?
Shrug a
That's
shoulder.
so helpful, Jacob. Great job.
Oh, never mind.
I can just tell that it's an illusion. I mean, I
Don't
don't.
ruin my mood. I'm already sad.
I'm gonna poke my head up out of the
You're
sand
doing
and
your
say,
riddles.
I'm already sad.
could
I
I
wanted
dispel
riddles.
magic? Oh wait, never mind. It's only gonna work on one thing.
So
I'm gonna bury myself back in the
if
sand.
they're fake, and we don't know where it's coming from, should we just have all the magic users do one giant dispel around the area? You know, make a triangular point and just poof.
I'm sorry, what? I was still in Hrin. What?
I'm going to throw you in the water and feed you to the invisible Naga.
What? I just relayed information. It takes a second to switch. Never mind.
I'm gonna throw you in the water.
Okay, while that's happening, Rhea takes a drink from the water. It is cool and clear and very refreshing.
Oh, that beats Diana's fucking ice water any day. Oh, thank God.
You know, I didn't have to make it for you. I could have just let you, become dehydrated and die.
Hey, what
But,
about what about all the water I created?
This is
Well, apparently
this is
she's saying a
different.
spiteful little.
This is different.
so-
This is cool, inviting. Have you
Yes,
ever just?
Still,
This is
still could have just let you die.
I'm
Oak
gonna.
has decided to build a
slither 20
sandcastle.
I'm gonna slither 20 feet closer.
Okay, you're at the water's edge now.
So if they're fake, she'd still be a little cautious because they don't know where the magic's coming from. But she would have walked down towards Oak. She'd still stay a good 10 feet or so away from the water.
I'm gonna poke my head out of the sand and slurp some of the water.
I'm gonna jump into the. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna jump into the water.
Whoa, okay.
All right.
Maybe you'll drown.
It feels
That's too
amazing when you jump in.
Fuck yeah.
It
No,
you feel so good. You feel relaxed. All that heat of the day is just, it's like it's just drained all of that out of you. The absolute best swimming pool you could have imagined is just perfect.
that's
Oh,
so.
Oak
happy.
takes off his shoes and he starts building a sandcastle.
Wait,
Okay.
Oak has shoes on?
that's what I was
Hey.
about to ask.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
Oak has
Fine.
shoes on. Oak does have shoes on. He has
Can you
boots.
Jacob, can you do another check of the area since you're the only one that doesn't have any exhaustion that's going to give them disadvantage?
Okay, I'm gonna slither into the water
To
now.
see if you can figure out where the magic is coming from, and or if there's anyone who might jump out and kill us. Because I can't do it. I've got 3
And yes,
points of
his
exhaustion,
toenails
which
look
means
like
I'm
claws,
fucked on
too.
anything I
Oh
roll.
God. That's the reason why I'm leaving. Your feet are
guess.
scary.
he'll just kind of. And
Thank you so much.
Friend just looks at him
So
like,
helpful.
and Friend takes off and just takes a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill in this water.
All right.
13.
All right. So yeah,
Friend taking a look.
he's taking a look, and yeah, you just see pretty much the same you've seen before. You are at an oasis. There are still rock formations, kind of around the far side that's away from where you came. There are some other rocks, these are all natural formations. It's almost like the oasis kind of dipped into a bowl in the land, and the rocks and the sand and everything kind of shelters it somewhat. There are several trees dotted around, lots of bushes. Occasionally, Hrim happens to notice looks like a little gecko type lizard every now and then, darting
It's a
between
gecko.
bushes. Yes, little.
There's another gecko.
Yes. And
Diana does not trust any of this.
sees this
She's
clear water, and sees once again the through Hrim's eyes, since you have been able to kind of pierce that veil, the translucent shape of that Sphinx and translucent shape of that Naga, continuing to follow the same exact patterns.
And you said that stone with something on top of it, that's in the Sphinx or the Naga?
That is where the Sphinx is sitting.
Okay.
It's like it is inside this illusion. It was basically hidden by it.
Diana's just gonna go sit in some shade.
Diana, get in the water. It feels
No.
great.
Diana, do
don't
you want to
know.
build a sandcastle with me?
Diana, this might be
I'm
the best
staying in
water
the shade.
ever.
I'm staying in the shade. I don't know what's creating the illusions. I don't know what is around here. We've already been nearly killed by 3 giant scorpions, and I am tired.
I should have
You
animated.
guys can have your death wish. I'm sitting in the shade.
But it's nice.
I don't care.
I'm
So,
just making a sandcastle. What part of that is a death wish?
if someone gives me a
Sitting
fixed
in the
point,
shade.
I can cast Dispel Magic. I'm really trying to do this.
If they give you
Um,
what?
I need a fixed location.
I mean, you could just kind of point at the Sphinx. It should go away.
The Sphinx. Okay, got it. I'm gonna stand up in the water and cast Dispel Magic
Okay.
at the Sphinx.
Okay. What level are you casting it at?
Third. It's my only level.
Okay. Okay. I will need you to make a dispel check for this.
Oh man, you guys, this is the highest spell.
How do you do a dispel check?
It's
1d6.
Pretty fun.
it's 1d20, and it should be plus your casting modifier.
That's pretty good.
Yep. So 24. Okay.
Pretty OP
The
at this, you
the
guys.
Sphinx, the illusion
I
goes
hate to
away.
be the bearer of bad news. That wasn't. But wouldn't he have disadvantage because of the exhaustion?
Yeah.
Or did he have a level 1?
I'm at level 2.
I have.
Now
3
I'm gonna
points.
say
He
you.
has-
I'm gonna say after being in the water for a little bit, you actually feel a lot better.
Oh, wow. You guys, I feel a lot. I'm still bleeding everywhere. Right?
You're not feeling great, but at least the wounds aren't seeping.
Oh, good. I'm not bleeding into their water source.
I'm gonna swim out and then
Hey,
lay
weird
next to
question.
the bank and fall asleep.
Okay.
This is gonna seem really odd. Can Diana dig a hole in the shade of the sand she's sitting in and make a fox burrow for her to just sit in? That's
Sure.
like Diana size.
Sure, she can absolutely do that.
Because that will like cool her down rapidly because
That-
of how her species is.
That'll take you a good 5 minutes or so of effort.
That's fine.
Actually, since you are at like 4 levels of exhaustion still, it'll take you about, I'll say, 10 minutes because you're just so tired. You can't do this as quickly as you normally could.
But if she can get burrowed, she can cool down and she'll be fine. She just needs to get burrowed.
Now, when you cast that spell, Galdor,
Yes.
the Sphinx image goes away. And all of you that are kind of looking around and paying any attention, which really would be Galdor since you're focusing in that direction and casting the spell, and Harim, because you have him looking around. Diana, you're busy digging a foxhole. Oak is making sandcastles, and Rhea has curled up on the shore to take a nap. So you two notice clearly now that the illusion is gone, and there is indeed this little pillar that is right where that, kind of in the middle of where the Sphinx was. And sitting on top of that pillar looks to be a small clay bowl. And even from this distance, with Hrim's good eyesight, his vision, it looks like there is some writing going around the pillar.
Ooh. I want to go look at the bowl. But somebody needs to tell me that the bowl's there.
Gelda, are you
Yeah.
able to accompany me to this thing?
Also,
was-
do
I was
I
gonna ask
actually
if you
lose
wanted to
any
ride,
points
but-
of the exhaustion while she's in the burrow?
Hold on one second. Galdor had started talking first, so I will get back to you, Diana. So,
I was gonna ask if he wanted to take a ride, but then I realized I'm not a horse right now.
I don't trust
Yeah.
me. Oh God. Images of
If I could
waking
cast
up to
spell
seeing
magic.
a naked elf Geldern.
That's not my fault. Clothes aren't important where I come from. But come on, small fellow.
Alright.
now, back to what you were asking, Diana. You may possibly recover some exhaustion in the burrow. However, all of this has like just happened, so you're only a few minutes into digging it. You haven't
Okay,
finished.
I'll
You haven't
just-
finished it yet.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt
She
to
wants her
read this
burrow.
language.
So you're gonna go up to it and take a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna squint my eyes really hard.
Okay. Looks like it's in common.
Oh, it's in common.
You know common.
Can you not
I know.
read common?
I can read common. I'm just pointing it out to everyone else.
From across the
me?
lake?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's common.
Okay, I'm gonna translate the common into Minotaur for you. Got it.
Okay.
Why?
Look, I never get to use this language.
Yeah, well, I don't.
He doesn't know Minotaur.
Can we
I
just?
mean, I'll know what he's saying because it's
Yeah, see?
written in common.
Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna read it in Minotaur
This is-
aloud.
This is like your first tutor session for Minotaur, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
Take it.
someone else has to learn this.
Give me
Oh,
enough time
boy.
and I will.
Alright, what does it say?
Give me 1 second. It is pulling up.
I'm nervous. Those who bathe in the water shall perish in flame.
Those no
Goodbye,
water.
Rhea.
Well, that's me too. I definitely went in that water.
Wait, the flames sound nice.
Not for me. I have 4 health. I'm joking. It does not say that, you guys.
I mean, Ray wouldn't have said the flames sound nice because she's asleep.
Oh yeah, I forgot already.
What are you forgetting,
Stuck in
Galdo?
his own little world.
I forget I don't have 4 legs.
Yeah, it is something peculiar to get used to.
I mean, I can still lift as much as I can as a ex-horse.
Next horse.
So, theoretically people could still ride you and it would feel exactly the same?
Oh, I'm sure he wanted the elf to.
Well, I mean, you'd be on my back. Not well. I guess you were on my back
That was
already.
such a delayed reaction, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, huh.
Yeah, it's. I mean, not like there's an imaginary back part to me, but yeah, like someone could ride on my back and I'd have no trouble.
I did it earlier.
That's
Yeah.
interesting to say the least.
So, this is what you see on the pillar itself.
Face, though.
Uh-oh.
You see in this order, decipher the cipher. Find that which is missing and complete the ritual.
Oh! You guys, I know what to do.
What?
You also see something written on the bowl.
You have to fill the bowl.
No, hold on.
I don't know if I. How high up is this bowl?
It's the pillar's
About
about
3 feet.
about 3 feet, and there's a bowl. Now, if you've actually gone up close to look at this, you'll notice that in the bowl there looks to be some soil.
Yep, I knew it. I mean, I'm pro at this, y'all.
Okay, but what does the bowl say?
Yeah, what is the bowl?
Around the bowl, if you can look around all the way around it, are some words again in common. It says the
Quick
fire.
translate Minotaur.
Yes, in Minotaur it says moo. Moo.
Moo.
Okay.
Ooh. You guys.
All right. It says the fire shows my kin born. The fire grows my kin adorn. The fire slows my kin deform. The fire goes my kin mourn.
Just light
Okay.
the bowl on fire.
At first, I thought it was pouring water into the bowl. Now I'm questioning this. I don't know fire. So.
You might want to check the rest of the area, though, because if it's an entire ritual, it's generally more than just one piece.
I'm out of third level spells, so anyone else can cast Dispel Magic?
Now I am going to post those words for you guys right on Roll20, so you can actually see the words themselves.
Okay.
Should we light a torch? Because when you light a torch, you know the fire's gonna show. And then I'll put another torch on top of it that makes the fire grow.
Can Diana get up and go over to the two of them?
I thought you would take care of that exhaustion.
Because I don't know how long it's been, so... And I don't know if they're still yelling across the lake or what's going on.
I'm yelling in Minotaur.
He's yelling in Minotaur. You hear a lot of... No.
I didn't quite understand that part. It's alright.
They seem to be discussing. And I need... I need another...
No, really?
I don't know who's doing what, so I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
I need another perception check from Galdor and Jacob, since you guys are right near there. I will say that at this time, Diana, if you so choose, you may have decided that whatever they're doing is more interesting and can come back to the burrow later. I'll say you're about halfway done with it. But you can have started to walk over there.
Oh my god!
Nice. 9.
No.
Disadvantage.
Yep, no, Jacob, you don't notice this, but Galdor...
Just stay.
You guys should have gotten the water. Dude, my perception's never been this good. Oh wait, never mind, that's another character. I forgot, Galdor has a +6. let's see, what spells do I have left? Oof.
Oh, another gecko.
Not gonna lie though. So at this point, because she does want to finish the burrow, and it's already been established that the Naga and the Sphinx are fake, she would go over to the water to splash her hands and her face a bit, and then use said water to dampen the sand to keep it formed.
Okay. As soon as you touch the water, you could. Oh, this is nice and cool. This feels really good.
Is it like snow cold?
It is not that cold, but it is. It is definitely a much lower temperature than. I mean, we're talking maybe like outside right now. You're probably dealing with like 110 in the shade, and I mean 120, maybe even hitting 130 on the direct sun. The temperature of this water is in the 70s by comparison.
Because if that's as big of a drastic difference as it is, the moment she feels the water, Diana's just gonna faceplant and start shaking like a dog.
Ew.
And it feels great.
Because she's trying to dry her tail off after faceplanting into the water.
It feels great. Okay, it feels very, very good. All right.
I'm gonna look to Jacob. I'm gonna grab his head.
After that, and playing in the water, she'll go over to Jacob and Galder.
That everyone is.
Okay, one at a time here. Let's go ahead and start with Oak, since it's been a while since we've heard from you.
Yeah.
Well, Oak seeing that everyone just had such a great time in the water is gonna be like, ugh, fine. And he will take off his vest and his shirt because his mother raised him right, and he's not gonna damage something that may never get repaired. Been with him all his life. And he'll jump in the water, and he'll just kind of like float on his back for a while.
Okay. All right, and when you get in, this is like heaven. I mean, you just feel so refreshed after getting into the water. It's like spa day. It's just the best.
So does this wipe all of the exhaustion?
Hold your horses.
Hold
on to Galdor.
Anymore.
Hold on to Galdor.
He's not a horse anymore. I can't.
I can hold hands.
Yeah,
you could have held one of the horses, but we don't have any of them anymore.
Oh.
They're on another continent. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
They're at the shop. Jacob, I need your head back.
But after she face plants in the water and gets out, I apologize because she's a canine, so now that her fur is soaked, but she's gonna go over to Jacob and Galder, and because she's still trying to dry her tail off. I'm sorry for the water spray, guys.
Why us though?
Because it's a bad habit dogs have. They always try to get to their closest human and then shake. Jacob is our human.
Yeah. I'm already wet. I'm dripping, so it's fine.
So you guys are gonna get hit in the face with essentially wet dog.
I'm pretty sure I'm taller than you, so I'm okay.
Water sprays?
Thank you for splashing my chest.
But now she's just gonna chill with Jacob and Galder and ask, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Okay, I'm gonna grab Jacob's head again. I'm gonna aim it towards the base of the pillar. Look, my friend.
What are we looking at?
It's a flaming sun in a tree.
I want to know what we're looking at.
Okay, grab your head and I aim to you.
Careful the ears.
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to those.
What are we looking at?
But a flaming sun in a tree. We need to make the sun come and go. It's like the seasons. The fire shows is like spring, The fire grows is like summer. The fire slows is like autumn, and the fire goes is like winter.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know when Gowder became good at puzzles. Must have been that last quest we were on.
Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. So, fire... would it? Yeah, my kinborn, that would be spring.
Yeah, and it's showing like a flaming sun and a tree. But sadly,
So do we have to make a tree go through all 4 seasons?
Yeah, we're gonna have to use Rhea for sure, because I don't know fire magic.
Do you know ice magic?
Fire.
Do I look like I know ice magic?
So you need me and Jacob. Okay, that solves the whole, like, burning it and or freezing it bit. That does not solve the make the tree regrow bit.
Oh, I mean, you do that.
Yeah,
you can just cause a single tree that we burned to ashes to regrow.
Oh, y'all, we need to take a long nap.
Wait,
and tomorrow I can do
in the soil?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If there's something in the soil, I can pour water on it. I mean, 10 gallons worth of water, but...
Can Diana, like, dig through the soil with a finger to see if anything's in there?
You kind of dig around through. The bowl itself is not very large, but you kind of dig around through, and all you feel is soil. But it feels like nice, good soil, but there doesn't seem to be anything there.
Oh, are any of these trees seed-bearing trees? If that makes sense.
I don't know. You'll have to go and look.
Everyone, pick a tree.
Pick a tree.
Is that a new Pokemon?
What kinds of trees are around us?
Cousin to a little electric rat? Pick a tree?
Pick a tree, yes. Pick a tree. I choose you.
But what kind of trees are around us? Palm trees?
There looks to be a few different types of trees. If you want to know exactly what they are, you would need a knowledge nature or a nature check.
Oh, you guys! The one time! Please, Melora! Do
a nature check, because I don't have nature. Well, I do have nature.
You do have
one time.
I got 15.
Yeah, you do have nature. You do have nature, I believe. So, yeah, actually, you notice, these are what are, you think are called palm trees, and there also seems to be some, like, some nut-type trees.
Oak trees?
No, not oak trees. Not in this environment. These are like some kind of desert, some kind of, well, yeah, there's that.
Let's bury oak.
There's also some date trees.
What?
Like dates.
There's a piece of driftwood.
Oh, date.
His name is Oak.
I was like, there's a date tree?
So I have a question. Out of all of the trees, is there any that is just one specific tree that is different from all of the others?
There was a nut tree?
Doesn't appear to be
so. Trees, palm trees, but is there any, like, one specific that's a different type than all the others?
You guys, we still have one problem.
Give me a perception check.
I can't cast any more spells. That could help us, really.
I got a 12.
Okay. The 12 is good. You notice over next to where you still see this Guardian Naga image, illusion going into the water and circling down to the bottom, coming out, going over near some trees and bushes. There is one lone olive tree over there.
Oh,
an olive tree? Wow.
Can one of you use Dispel Magic on the Naga really quick? Because I don't want to go near it in case there's a trap.
I can't.
Don't have that.
Nobody else has Dispel Magic?
I'm out of spell slots. I said the only way, even if I were to use plant growth, I would need to sleep. I can't prepare it. All I can do is drop water.
Go jump in the water.
It doesn't give you a long rest. It gives you no more exhaustion.
Crap.
I mean, should I cast Infestation on the illusion?
No.
I don't know if that's gonna help. Wait, this illusion is going. So it went through us at one point, right?
Is the Naga's over by the olive tree, but if it's also illusion, is it hiding another pillar?
You don't see anything over there.
Oh, screw it! I'm gonna walk over there. I don't care anymore. I have 4 HP. I'm risky.
You walk over there. When you get over there are some bushes that are kind of in the way and some other trees, but Diana definitely clearly saw the top and leaves of a lone olive tree. And when you get over there, you notice that the Guardian Naga's path, when it comes up near these trees, it actually circles the olive tree twice and then heads back into the water.
Okay, so it's...
Then it comes back out, circles the olive tree twice, and heads back into the water. And
just pick a single branch.
And as you're standing over there, you see olives hanging, on some of the branches low. You also see some that have fallen into the earth below the tree, where the olive pit is all that's left, and the flesh of the olive is gone.
That's what you need. You need the pit.
Okay, so do these bushes look prickly?
No, not really.
Weenie.
Okay.
I was scared.
Scared if I go through the bushes and I take 4 points of damage, I go down. Okay, I'm very nervous. All right, I pick up the I'm gonna pick up the pit. I'm gonna walk around the tree twice. I'm gonna head into the water. I'm gonna make my way over to the thing and bury the pit
in the soil.
Oak sees Galder going into the water, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And
wait, how deep is the water, by the way?
You haven't really gone into the center of it and tried to touch the bottom, but you kind of figure that as you've gone out, maybe about 10 feet from the shoreline of it, it's up to Oak's, shoulders and neck at about that point. And it keeps dropping off, and it drops off fairly steeply towards the middle. But it's very clear, so you estimate that maybe it's about 20 feet deep, 25 feet deep at the most.
Is there anything at the bottom of the pool?
Do you want me to go check?
I can go check.
I'm hella risky right now.
Can we use Hrim and just have him hover over the top of the pool and just look into it instead of any of us trying to dive 20 feet?
Well, I mean, you are seeing throughout the pool, underneath the water on the bed of this miniature little pond lake. I mean, there's some little plant life, here and there. There's actually surprisingly some small fish, like minnow type things, not very large. There are also near kind of the edges every once in a while. I mean, you're seeing some small insects. Obviously, there is an ecosystem here. It is not a very large one. There isn't anything huge.
Bottom of the pool.
It's hard to distinguish if there is anything abnormal there or not. However, you do see the Naga on its path. When it goes into the pool, it goes down to the very center of the bottom, circles around, and then comes back out and goes over by the trees again.
Okay, so my constitution's a +2. I can hold my breath underwater for 2 minutes. I'll be okay, you guys. I'm holding the fruit of life.
Yeah, but you've only got 4 HP.
Maybe let somebody with full health dive.
What? Oak doesn't have full... You know what? Screw it. I touched myself
10 more points than you have.
I have full health.
Oh, I got...
Oak has 14 points, and he's feeling left out.
Fine. Oh, catch my seed!
The problem is, Oak wouldn't know if he's looking for anything.
It said, oh, catch my seed. I throw my seed at Oak.
As soon as Oak hears that, he's not gonna touch it. He's not gonna touch it unless Galder says...
Oh, God.
While everybody's doing this, can Diana just dive into the water?
Diana, save my seed.
fuck you.
It's sinking to the bottom.
Saying it like that, it's so like.
It's my seed.
God.
Oh,
Save
well.
my
Saying
pit.
fuck
Pick up
it
the
and
goddamn
just
seed
dive
and throw it at Galder.
Yes,
Save my
Diana.
pit.
Diana,
And what's awesome?
you went ahead and dove in, Diana. Galder, Oak was still where Oak could touch the bottom. So when you threw your seed towards Oak, it's, it basically fell at near Oak's feet. So it's not like it's a deep dive to go pick it back up.
Oh.
But no, like Diana's going for the bottom of the pool.
All
I
right.
feel like we need to bring the pit to the water.
And Oak picks up that seed and he throws it back at Galder.
All right.
I catch it with my
He's aiming for Galder's head.
It tastes a bit olivey.
I don't chew it though. I'm pretty pro.
All right.
Jacob.
Yes.
Head in hands, just. Oh God.
I still don't see why everyone had a problem with me shouting it's my seed.
So as Diana, you dive down towards the very center. You kind of almost get startled as this large guardian naga swims through you. It almost startles you for a second because it still looks impressive and like it's an alive thing. It's just, it's an illusion, but it's still like, ooh, gosh.
Yeah.
So it kind of startles you for a second, but you eventually make it down to the center, and what you see, that the naga is circling around twice and then heading back out, looks to be a small pile of olive pits.
How did I know? When she gets on this.
Diana's gonna kick off the ground and go back to the surface and then yell for Galder to throw the pit in the center of the pool.
He swallowed it.
No, I caught it with my mouth, and then I'm gonna spit it out with my mouth.
Because, and she's gonna, before anybody throws anything, she's gonna explain, this is one of two things. Either I'm supposed to take a pit from the bottom of the pool and put it in the pot, or we're supposed to put the pit in the bottom of the pool. I don't know which one.
I'm gonna spit my seed
Try
to
both.
the bottom of the pool.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, she's gonna go with Oak on the whole let's try both, so she'll dive back down, grab one of the pits, go back to the surface, and over to the bowl where Jacob is.
Okay.
And then
meanwhile,
shake all the
Oak will
water
go
off.
grab a new olive pit from the tree because he doesn't want to touch what Galder has in his mouth.
What?
And
We've shared a mushroom.
she's gonna try that method first. So she's gonna make a little hole in the bowl and put the seed she got from the lake into the bowl and cover it up with the soil.
So
And
like
then
a
just kinda
hole
look
in
at
the
Jacob.
dirt, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
then
Oak
cover it
will be
with the
waiting
soil.
by the olive tree. Oak will be waiting by the olive tree to, if that doesn't
And
work.
then she's just gonna look at Jacob and go, I don't have nature magic to make it do the grow thing.
Once again.
So
Gotta wait till tomorrow.
Let's wait 10 years and then it'll be a tree.
I can plant growth things, but I just need to sleep.
Did anything change?
Not that you can tell, but give me, Jacob, a straight intelligence check.
All right.
Oak is trying to juggle all of
My favorite. Don't think I have that roll, but that's a-okay. I'll just wing it on the fly. 11 plus 4.
Okay, nice. All right. So you figure that, okay, Galder said something about seasons. Well, how do you make something grow? Well, it rains in spring.
Oh, I can do that.
ooh, it's probably a bad idea. Can Diana take her bag of holding and request just
rain?
a very tiny amount of water to sprinkle onto the bowl.
I can make rain!
You have no spell slots!
I have first level spell slots, I don't have third level.
You lost your place in this when you called it my seed.
It is my seed. Alright. I point toward Jacob's standing, and I cast Create Water, and I make it rain 30 feet in a cube.
Alright, so it is now raining.
I'm wet again.
It is now raining.
Oh, stop putting me up there.
And you start to notice, those of you that are near the pillar, a sprout starts coming up through the soil.
My baby.
Comes up to about the height of like a small bonsai tree. Okay, maybe a foot, 18 inches tall. And it fleshes out with leaves and then some blossoms.
And now we have to kill it.
What?
Well, it's still.
Yeah.
Well, because after it grows, it goes through summer, which is just leave it alone for a second in the heat, and then it starts to get cold in fall, and then frosts over and causes it to die.
Right, but we haven't really given it heat yet.
So put it in the sun.
And,
Well, more so over, make it stop raining.
Oh,
You could also light a torch and put it really close to it.
it's instantaneous, so it
Let's not.
I mean,
rings and then it just
not
stops
close
raining.
enough to burn it, but like a mini sun.
I don't think it'll register it that way.
I could
Would it?
breathe fire close to it, not necessarily on it, but
I
enough
would rather just
to
set it in
provide heat.
sunlight.
It's in the sunlight, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you make it stop raining, it would be
It
in
is
direct
stop
sunlight.
It's instantaneous, so it just
Okay.
rains for that second.
So yeah,
now it's just sitting in the sunlight.
Yep.
And then
Is anything changing?
No, just seems to be
You
this
guys
tree
got
full
the
of blossoms.
Oak
Diana,
lights the torch and he puts it at least like 20 inches away, so it's kind of like a sun, but like he's not trying to burn it down.
Don't burn
As
my
you do that, the side closest, the blossoms start to form into olives.
move it around.
Delicious.
Yep. Don't give me that
Told
look,
you
just
so.
move the torch.
Okay, you kind of froze there for a second.
He'll move
Oak.
the torch around, kind of
Move
like.
the torch. As you do, eventually the entire tree,
Yeah.
its blossoms have turned into some very beautiful looking and ripe olives, just covering the tree, and this tree looks vibrant and alive.
Wow.
Told you so.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm looking at.
You guys, we have a real big problem though. Hey, DM.
Can I technically,
Do I have mushrooms still on me?
Of course you do.
Oh, thank the Lord. Thank Melora. Oh, okay.
am I
okay.
allowed
That's not the
to
biggest problem. Your biggest
That's my
warrior right
biggest
now.
problem. It is.
take some ice from the bag of holding that I put in there earlier and cradle it around the base of the bowl to cool the bowl itself down? Because the next step is fall, which is just a cooled version of summer,
Well,
and then actual winter.
wouldn't you want to?
You mean spring, but in reverse.
Well, wouldn't you want to pull away the fire? If it grows, it
Yeah.
goes
Oak,
up, and if it slows
Oak will take
down,
away the
and
fire.
then moves away.
Yeah, I feel like spring and autumn are the easiest. Because if not, we can just use like a gust of wind. Everyone start blowing on it. Yeah. It's the wind from autumn. Autumn winds. Oh man, y'all. I should just be
Anybody have a fan?
a riddler. No.
Jacob, give me your book.
Jacob will sit there for a few moments, and he will conjure up a fan.
What is this?
Like a desk fan that goes.
Oscillating fan.
You have created master magic.
So yeah, spring showers, summer heat, autumn winds. So just flap the fan at the tree.
And I help blow.
All right. As you guys do that, the olives begin to fall off the tree. The leaves start turning a kind of brown, some of them a little bit red, and begin to start falling off the tree them as well until all the leaves are gone and all the olives are gone, and it is now just this trunk with branches.
Wow.
Okay, Diana, time to freeze it.
Diana, you're finally going to be important.
She'll yell my turn and just grab the entire bowl and instantly freeze it using her ice magic. Just
wow.
As you try to grab the bowl, it seems to be affixed to the top of the pillar.
That's fine. She's just gonna grab it and ice cube it.
Okay. And the entire tree is now just coated in ice and snow. And at that, the rock formation that is only about 10 feet away from you, not even, where the back end of the Sphinx had kind of been resting, where as it was sitting here, kind of hiding this pillar, a section of it vanishes. And there, standing before you, you see an elf.
Oh, great. More
John
elves.
Brown?
Great. Just what we need.
Go ahead and
Not another.
More fucking elves.
go ahead and introduce yourself, if you will.
Oh, joy.
So before you, you see the elf that looks exactly like the image on the screen down there. Short cropped hair in the front, pulled back tight into a long braid, wearing leather and brass armor with a green shirt over the top. And as the pillar lifts up out of the way and he can see the rest of the group, he steps forward and says, "Oh my God, I am so happy! It has been such a long time since I have seen anyone finish my puzzle. It is very nice to meet all of you."
Oh, I thought I was going to like you.
Not gonna lie, the moment Diana hears the elf's voice and how charismatic he is being, her tail's instantly gonna start wagging and her ears will go up and she's like, "Finally, somebody who appreciates riddles!"
Wow.
It has been a very long time, and such a unique group too. It was a little dicey there in the middle, but you figured it out.
I figured it out, yes.
Let's
It
be
was a
honest,
team
it
effort.
was a group effort.
Oka's gonna push Baldur into the water.
As I fall, I'm gonna grab Oak's hand.
I guess you're both going in.
Yeah.
And a playful
Oak is
group.
gonna land,
I
but
like
he's
it
like-
all.
Diana's just
Oka's
gonna start
land,
bouncing
but
a little bit. She's like,
Baldur.
Okay, guys, one at a time, guys.
Just let him.
You're gonna kill me.
No, he's gonna. No, it's just like he's dunking you. Like he's gonna keep you on along, just underwater, just long enough to give you a scare, and then he'll let you back up.
What? I can turn into an aquatic beast. Don't let me turn into a reef shark and eat you.
well, they're arguing, and Diana's
But
gonna
you
start
won't.
bouncing up and down, and Joy's like, "So you said you've been like behind the wall for a really long time and watching multiple people try to do this. Do you have any really funny stories about other people epically failing?"
Oh, there are many, but that would take a whole long time.
I'm
And
fine
right
with
now,
that.
I want to hear your stories, because it's been a long time since I've had visitors here. And he reaches out and he goes, "Aren't you just such a cutie?" And he scratches you between the ears.
Ear pets. He is her new favorite person in the whole wide world.
Galdor's gonna stare intently at the leaf. I should just go back.
Sorry, Jacob, that didn't take long.
This is not like the elves I
She's getting
like.
ear pets. Somebody who appreciates stories and riddles. She's completely happy at this point.
This is
What are you doing out here? Such a long way.
Long story short, they elves are assholes
What?
and
No, they're not.
magically teleported us to the middle of a desert.
Oh, So you don't
Where our
belong
horses
here.
are not.
Yeah, where our horses are not. Especially after the dude had us go on this whole rigmarole just to find a portrait of himself. Like, I understand narcissism, don't get me wrong. But there's a degree.
I hope being
Whoa,
okay.
I'm gonna need you not to talk about my future mate like that.
Your mate's an ass.
Well, your mate is blind, so what?
We're not having this topic of conversation again.
Actually, technically speaking, you said as soon as we get out of the Feywild. Okay. Don't make me just turn into a fucking Galdor version
Deeper into that hole.
of Jacob.
I don't have a mate.
I have 2 mates, so.
Denial.
He's just sitting there looking back and forth between all
Denial
of them
is
as they
only a
argue.
river, thank you.
Say
Yeah,
again?
a river that you're sailing one.
He's just watching them argue back and forth, very interested in this.
After that, Diana's gonna turn back to the elf and go, so, what kind of a story do you want to hear? I've got plenty.
Oh, well, first, we have to eat.
Food?
Of course.
What food?
What kind of a host would I be if I didn't offer you food and sustenance? You've already partaken of the water. It's very refreshing.
Do you have any stewed rabbit?
What?
No.
Oh.
Rabbit is very hard to come by in the desert. Unless you want to go for miles.
Fair.
However, and he'll wander back off into his cave, and he's gone for maybe 15 or 20 minutes. Comes back with this large bowl that's like a stew and a platter sitting on top of it with hard bread. Please, partake. And then we will share stories while we eat.
I'm game.
I'm just gonna take one of my shrooms and cast Good Berry on and eat that. Good shroom.
Diana's gonna partake in the nice elf's food who gave her ear scratches.
Shall partake.
I do not like this guy.
He gave her ear scratches. He can't be evil.
Galder, do you have another mushroom?
Yes, here, I can make 10 of them. Eat one of my shrooms. Have a good day. This is nothing like the elves I just met.
Also, I have to ask, you said something
Jacob
about like
eating
the picture below in the thing. There's no actual picture that I'm seeing, so
His image is right there on the screen.
Yeah, right in the middle.
He's in the middle of the heart.
That's why. Okay.
I moved it to the middle so you guys could see it.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know if that is a compliment or not, but I am glad that I did not make a bad impression like the other elves.
Oh, it would have taken a lot to make a bad impression like the other elves.
You're making a very bad impression.
Nobody asked you, horseman.
You know what? Fuck off! I cast infestation on you. I'm joking.
And he cocks his head to the side and looks at Galder, and he's like, "He does not look like a horse."
Oh, that's because he's wearing thingies right now that allows him to change his appearance. He's actually a centaur.
No,
Oh,
I'm an Eladrin elf.
No, you're a centaur.
that
Don't
makes sense.
Fucking
So why are you
Dipshit,
looking like
that's
this
what
and
it
not
is.
your natural form?
Because
This
he
has
tried
got
to
to be a
bone an
good
elf
story.
and it didn't work.
You know what? You're
Oh.
cruising for a chill touch now.
Mate with an elf and it didn't work.
And he just stops and contemplates the adjustment and alignments for a second and scratches his head. Yes, I can see where that would be difficult.
You know what?
I mean,
I'm contemplating
is it really?
deafness on her.
I guess so.
Well, let me tell you, like, I've seen a lot of things in my life, but the one thing I did not need to see was a horse sitting on a fey elf. Like, that is all kinds of weird.
To each their own. We all have our strangenesses.
How good is her?
What's yours?
Oak is
Is it the riddles?
Oh, I like
Oak has
riddles.
fallen
Riddles are
over.
good.
Okay, hold on a sec. What was that you were saying? Oak? Go ahead.
Well, because of the topic, Oak has just kind of fallen over, and he's kind of burying his head in the sand because he doesn't want to hear this stuff.
Okay. And
Yeah,
Jake,
he's
He's
just
just,
having
like,
a grand old
slowly-
time.
And Jake
burying himself alive because he's like, yeah.
So is your one over there playing a game?
Oh, you want to see a really cool trick?
Ooh,
I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if it'll work, but I can try. Hey, Oak.
Yeah.
So, she's gonna try to get his attention to lift his head out of the sand.
Oak will lift his head out.
And grab a nearby tree branch off a tree.
God damn it.
And she's just gonna wave it a little to get his attention, and then she's gonna throw the branch.
As she throws the branch, I'm gonna chill touch it, and I'm gonna grab the branch in midair and hold it.
As Oak takes off, he makes sure to spray a bunch of sand in Calder's face.
I'm nowhere near you!
It doesn't matter, he's going in your direction.
Wait, I'm in the direction of the frickin'. Wait, how are you spraying sand in the direction that you're going? Running doesn't work like that.
Well, you kick up sand when you run.
Yeah, but you said you're running in my direction. That's why I got confused.
I'm running towards the tree branch.
Yeah, the tree branch that's now in the air.
Just picks up some sand and he throws it at Calder.
We're really going to battle here. I'm about to somehow.
Oak takes off running after the branch. She's gonna turn to the elf and gesture to Oak and go, "He plays fetch."
What a strange man. I've seen animals do this, but not people.
He's practically an animal. He says he is.
Are you an
I'm the
animal?
one with the ears.
Well, nightfall is coming soon, so why don't we rest for tonight here? And you are more than welcome to stay. I will feed you, and you can tell me your stories.
You don't mind music, do you?
No, music is fun.
Cool, because I have a bunch of new instruments I need to test out, and I kind of wanted to do that during my watch tonight.
Oh, you do not play them?
I actually just got a whole new assortment from a place, in a manner of speaking, and I need to tune them all to my preferred preference.
Ah, this is good. So you can play and tell stories. You'll be like a bard.
Actually, that's my entire life's profession.
Well, then you were doing it well.
Aw, thank you.
And again, he reaches out and just kind of scratches her between the ears.
Hell yeah. Ear scratches.
Galdor's making mental notes of everything. All the spells I'm prepping tomorrow just to fuck with everyone now.
And at that, he will offer to let everyone stay the night. And it's a good hearty stew. More vegetarian, but still.
Oh, he's an elf, so.
No,
Galdor noms on his fucking mushrooms happily.
Diana will partake in the stew, and after they've eaten, she's gonna sit down and take out her bag of holding and just start pulling out like a bunch of various instruments she stole from the Fae. She took one of everything.
Oak is going to suddenly remember that Rhea needs to be woken up and brought food. So he's gonna go back over to where she was. He's gonna wake her up. He's gonna get all his stuff and he's gonna bring her back.
Yep, she's been sleeping on the edge of the by the water for about 30 minutes now. So she's been kind of curled up and comfy.
Oak has been shirtless.
Yeah.
But so, how many instruments are we talking that Diana got her hands on, or can I just make a list?
Between
she stole a lot of them.
between you and Oak helping you, you didn't get anything larger. Yeah, you didn't get anything larger than like a maybe a little larger than a viola. Which is like a larger than a violin. Violin's about, big. Viola's a little bit bigger. You didn't get anything that overall was no cellos. But
So,
you got several. not quite guitar size. You know, some of those like smaller guitars that they have. You know, you got things no bigger than that, and you probably in the time you guys spend in there, I'd say you have somewhere between 15 and 20 different things thrown into there.
And while she's like, so
is there an
because you
accordion?
weren't here, Jacob, right before they left the
Sure.
place, she found the music room and stole one of everything and put it in the bag of holding. So he's just gonna see her suddenly picking up like a lot of different instruments for her to tune.
Okay, now before everyone settles down for the evening, I'm just gonna kind of go around real quick to each person. Rhea, Oak has woken you up saying that there's food. Is there anything you want to do in this time before you eventually bed down for the night? If Rhea's players even awake.
I was muted.
Oh, okay.
We thought you fell asleep again.
Yeah, so I want to try Nightmare.
Okay. How long do you want to go for on the training?
As long as he can stand, and I'm giving him the good dagger.
Okay. Go ahead and same type of rolls as we discussed before, so you can go ahead and roll and do that. And
6.
that
because
he's not feeling it tonight.
I was actually gonna ask, because Diana had taught Rhea prior how to train Nightmare, can she actually get advantage on that? Because now she knows her proper training style?
Well, no, she's been using that. It's just Nightmare is still a puppy.
Okay, I was trying to give her the symptoms.
Oh yeah. But he is he's still a puppy.
I could tell him to bite someone. He'd do it.
He's getting there. He is getting very close. You have had some success. I can't.
Good job.
Oh, I love English. You have had some success, but he's just not feeling it tonight. He's in fact, he seems to be more interested in this other elf that is in the group. He's been kind of, cocking his head kind of at a funny angle and going up and sniffing and looking at him and just kind of curious.
I'd pull him back.
All right. So, Jacob, anything you would like to do before...
Actually, quick question. Can you have Jacob go after Diana? There's a reason I'm asking this.
Well, I'm asking Jacob what he would like to do at this point in time, so... It is Jacob's turn. Anything you'd like to do before you bed down for the evening?
Question instruments is one. What? How? Where? Oh God. What did you... Number 2. God, I want some more mushrooms, please. Could you make them normal?
Yeah, you're gonna gain some weight there, buddy.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, you can split 5. Let's go to town, man. This is pretty fun.
Perfect.
This is the most we've ever had in common. Well, even talked.
Well...
That's okay.
Things have been strange. And, after that experience, I feel like we are technically closer than I've thought about. So,
I'm not interested, I'm sorry.
That's not, no.
I found out I like elves. Not that elf, but I like elves.
Yeah, well, I don't like this elf either. But
that elf.
You're not gonna like him even more in a minute.
That's it. Yeah, honestly, the desert sounds so much better. I'm gonna go find somewhere to sleep.
Okay.
I'll watch out for you.
Okay. All right, so that's what you do, Jacob. Diana, other than pulling out instruments and looking at them, I'll give you the option to be able to do one more thing before, in addition, because you're already doing all that. In addition to that, so one more thing before you bed down for the night.
So, a reference Jacob will understand is think Ranger moment. Because she's just going to be, the entire time she's tuning the instruments, she's going to be more than happily just chatting away with the elf. Like, it's been a very long time since she met somebody who is as charismatic, so she's just going to be having a field day talking to him.
Okay. Okay.
And he will listen intently while he sharpens his blade.
That didn't sound threatening at all.
Galdor.
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to do before bedding down for the night?
After meeting this elf, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and change my shape.
See?
I'm gonna go ahead and become a minotaur.
A minotaur. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, the clothes don't fit. Oh no.
Oh, the clothes. But if he's a minotaur, that means the entire lower half of his body doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
I have not seen your type before. Do you like scritches too?
No, don't fucking touch me. I will mistakenly kill
The fox
you.
wants the ear scratches.
I will gladly give them to you. He's touchy.
You made it so wrong!
Well, I wasn't the one that was talking about swallowing my own seed.
Oh, you heard that. Oh, joyous.
I landed in my mouth. Swallow it.
That's not any better.
Well, yeah, no, he's got a point.
Do you not eat seeds?
All
I
right.
wasn't gagging.
All right. So, is there anything else, Galdor, or is that what you do?
No, I'm afraid of Melora.
Okay.
So this dude dies.
Okay.
No, don't kill Diana's new friend
Okay.
that she is having a field day with.
All right.
He's good.
Oak, it is your turn. Is there anything you want to do before you bed down for the night?
Okay. First, I need to ask Rhea a question. Does Rhea mind if Oak messes with her hair?
Sure.
Cool. He's gonna put a few braids in Rhea's hair,
Okay.
and then he's done.
All right. So, you guys all end up bedding down for the evening. And upon the first light in the morning, you all wake up feeling refreshed after having either taken a dip in the lovely oasis pool, or taken a drink from it, or enjoying the meal and the company last night. All your exhaustion is gone, which is kind of a surprise, especially for Diana, as just worn out as you were. But the oasis seems to have really rejuvenated you. Go ahead and mark yourselves down for a long rest on your D&D Beyond sheets. So you get a long rest, you get your hit points, all that fun stuff.
I will change
I
all
will
my
sit up on one of
spells.
the walls and watch over the group for the entire night.
It's fucking creepy.
Creepy at all.
I hate this guy.
Diana adores him. Like,
I'm going to kill him.
stories, music, riddles, friendly elf who gives her ear scratches. She's good.
Wait, Galdor, are we planning to kill this guy?
Yeah. I think this is the one time. I literally almost grabbed Flame Blade, but I had to will myself not to.
I mean, I've got
No!
I got a casual fireball. It'll be fine.
No.
No!
You're not here, Rhea. Get out. You're not part of our group right now. You're with him, the traitor.
What?
I think you meant Diana.
Oh, damn, I said Rhea, Diana. Sorry. I'm very angry.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Diana's with the traitor. Rhea's here,
confusing
like,
everyone.
Yes, you're trying to
Trying
come
to be
I'm sorry
nice.
none of you appreciate good music and stories. Heathens.
Well, we appreciate you.
I mean, I see the frustration of Gounder, so I'm trying to help. And I could try to kill the person.
He's just mad he can't fuck this elf.
No, I don't want that elf. That elf is going to die in a day or two.
Oh god.
So we are killing the elf?
Let's
No,
wait
I
until
like
it's
the
safe.
elf. The
Diana
elf is
isn't. I don't think Diana's here right now. This is between Rhea and Galder. Galder, are we killing the elf?
No.
Let's hold off.
I'd like
I
to
need to
think
make
that
sure
you're talking with Oak in between you, so
Yeah.
he can
That's
still hear.
possible.
that's
Yeah, that's fine.
So he's just
Let's just wait
moving back and
until
forth. like a
it's
tennis
safe.
match.
Alright, but if you say pineapple,
Okay,
I will attack the elf.
how about we make it a little bit easier? Let's just say if I say Melora.
No.
Okay. Alright.
Why is it the one time I get a friend you guys plot their death?
I mean, I plot the death of everyone you hate too.
No, yeah.
So
Good point.
it goes both ways.
It's a two-way street.
You didn't help me with the tiefling.
You didn't tell me to.
You were real distracted at that point.
You didn't say
Yeah,
shoot
true.
the
You had a dragon
fireball.
to talk to.
Yeah.
All right, so it is morning. You're all awake. What do you guys do?
Made.
Yep, there is a wonderful breakfast that
I'm eating my
that
mushrooms.
this elf has placed before you.
Yeah, I'd eat the breakfast.
Diana's gonna pick up right where she left off when talking to him before she fell asleep.
God, I have
Gather
to use
5,
spell
please.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, I still have that spell prep. You're good.
I mean,
I don't care if it's burning spell slots at this point.
yeah.
Oh, wait, I finished updating all my spells. Okay.
Oh, that's right. So midway through Diana rambling about some random story she remembered, she's gonna stop and look at the elf and go, "I never caught your name because I forgot to ask."
Oh, it is soon.
One more time?
Soon. S-O-U-N.
Okay. Cool. Probably. She's contemplating how to make sure she can use that in sentences without confusing it with the actual word.
Alright, I have a question. What is the letter of males that I hate? I can't remember.
Oh,
Because I was told a dragon was killed by people.
Oh, Jays.
Jays.
Yeah, it was a
okay.
J.
So, alright, had to check. Alright, that was all.
I'll write it down.
Well, I must say, thank you so much for the meals and the place to rest for the night soon.
You are very welcome.
Even if the others aren't as appreciative as they should be.
It is the least I can do for those who have solved my riddle.
Now, I have a question.
Fucking solve the riddle.
Do you know where we are?
Of course, you're in the desert.
Fucking yeah, I'm gonna
Wow.
kill this dude. I'm going to kill him. I cast away.
Do you know what region we are in?
I can't.
That is hard to say. But, as the wind blows, there is a town, a dwarven citadel. Roughly 2.5 days. Are you familiar with the endless desert?
Has
I don't-
Diana heard any
don't want to
stories of
be.
it?
Okay, hold on, one at a time. Oak, what was your question? Then Diana, what was yours?
Oak said just, I don't want to be, as in regards to being familiar with the endless desert.
Okay,
It
Diana.
is a fabulous place.
Diana, has she heard, among the travels and the gypsies and everything, has she heard any stories about an endless desert?
trying to remember if you're not a lore bard, if I remember correctly.
I thought
Does Galdor know
I
about the
was.
endless sand?
College of Lore.
Yeah, you're not College of Lore, I don't think. Double checking.
I don't know where to look.
You go to features and then just scroll down and it'll say College of Lore.
You are College of Lore. You are College of Lore.
Haha! I was gonna say, I thought I was.
Yeah. Alright, hold on. Go away thing, you're in the way. So yeah, you're College of Lore. So if you want to try to use your bardic knowledge skill, that should be under your class features. You should be able to see that. So like if you look under the features and traits and look under class features, you should have one. Where is that?
Bard, College of Lore.
Yeah.
I have expertise in performance and investigation, and then.
I don't think you're high enough level for that just yet. That thing, but you do have proficiency in history, so I'm gonna say go ahead and roll that.
I was actually gonna ask, has Jacob heard of?
If you
in any books.
If you
good job.
That's so unfair.
Hold on one second.
Does Galdor know?
You're enamored with your new friend.
At least he gives her ear pets.
Yes, Jacob, go ahead and also you can roll a history.
Can I re-roll?
12.
No.
Rhea, can you give me the thingy to let me re-roll?
Rhea, don't do
Oh,
it.
goodness.
Wait, what did you roll?
I got a 6!
Well,
No.
it's only for ones for her thing.
Yeah, I can help you reroll ones, but no.
12.
Okay, yes, Jacob, you have heard of the Endless Desert before. It is a desert to the far west end of the continent.
Oh, all right.
It is fairly large, and it's called the Endless Desert because if you are in the middle of it, it goes on and on and on, and most people don't make it out of there just due to the fact that there's not a lot of resources. There's quite a few dangers, and the environment itself is just so treacherous with the heat, the lack of water, all that stuff that most people out in that area never heard from again. However, there is some, along the fringes, the edges of it, where it starts to not be desert anymore. Then, that's where life starts to pick back up.
So where are we in this desert?
Oh yes, you are in the endless desert.
All right.
Where
which...
in it?
Well, if you had a map, I might be able to show you.
And
Didn't one of us have a map?
Well, I'm blind.
No, I could have swore someone bought a map in the town we were in.
Yes,
Map
and
of the city.
that was indeed you guys do have a map. Unfortunately, that is something that is typically stored on horses.
See? We need the horses!
Yes, because I asked the overly narcissistic elf to magically teleport us into the middle of the desert.
Look, he cannot magically teleport you anywhere. He just opens a portal within the world. I explained to you this when we walked in. I have a portal that takes me to my part of the wild. He has a portal that takes him to this part of the mortal world.
So which direction do I need to go to get to this dwarven town?
As I said, it is about 2.5 days on the wind.
2.5 days
like,
on the wind.
Due east.
Yeah,
all right.
because wind flow goes from west to east.
What?
So probably in the mountains that we saw.
Oh, you saw the mountains. Yes,
Directions.
that is where you are going.
All right.
The city is named Durngarum.
And I'm gonna have to practice that the entire time we travel, so I don't butcher it.
Durngarum.
Okay,
Right.
Elfman, what type of dwarfs
He
live
has
there?
a name.
I don't fucking care.
Gurn.
What elves live there? Do you know there?
Oh goodness, did you change it to a Minotaur?
Yes, I'm changing to something else now.
Okay,
I had a long rest.
See, this is what I meant. He constantly changes shape.
He's overcompensating for something else.
Oh god.
Yes, for the
Probably.
urge to kill this dude.
No, I like it.
Oh my god.
It is very nice to see somebody that does not know what shape to take. He's trying to find himself.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess that's one way to put it.
Look here, elf. What
He has
dwarves
a name.
live in this village?
Well, typically it's the mountain dwarves. They are in the mountains after all.
Okay, Galdor's gonna turn into a mountain dwarf.
All right.
Yes, very similar to this, yes.
Who doesn't have clothes on? Yay!
I have clothes on.
Actually, that robe will fit him better now that he's small.
I
Now,
don't
it
care.
also depends. You can go. It is a settlement in the mountains, just off of the desert. However, if you would like to go to a bigger city, you can go to the capital. Now, that is due north by the air 6 days.
I'm gonna kill this guy. I swear to God.
Correction to that. Correction to that.
We're going to the mountain.
I typed that wrong. It is due south of the oasis. The oasis is north of it by 6 days.
I'm done with this shit.
And it is
So
the
we have to
capital city
double
to the
back.
south.
All right. Okay.
Do you know the name of the capital city?
I can tell you the name of the kingdom.
That works.
It is
Yeah,
Karif.
That works. We're on the same continent. Yay! We can go find the horses.
The in this desert was on off. Okay. It's alright. It's new. Okay.
So, do we want to go party with some dwarves, or? Cause let me tell you, they throw some awesome shenanigans.
I have a question.
To the horses.
Would I know of any prejudice between dwarves and elves?
I think it also depends on.
I would say, Rhea, you have seen some in your, in the early parts of your life when you were with your family. You have seen some prejudice between them, but
Okay, good.
It's-
Good. Yeah, I'm with my dwarves. Fuck the elves.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do
but
not like elves.
it did seem you weren't sure, but it could have also been a status thing because of like levels in society. So you don't know if it was really racial bias or if it was more status bias.
I think I'd rather go to the main city then.
What? No,
Um,
don't believe this.
The capital city of is Stonehaven.
Capital city of Stonehaven.
I can't.
Goodness.
And you said that's 6 days south of us?
Yes.
And then the Dwarven city is 2.5 days east of us.
Well, I don't know if you would call it a city. It's more of a settlement.
Galdor starts walking.
Diana's gonna get an idea and, smile as brightly as she can to the elf and go, "You could come with us, now that somebody solved your riddle."
Galdor's
Ooh,
out.
yes, I could. And if you would like, I can offer protection.
That would
I am
be
very
awesome.
good in the desert.
that would be very beneficial, and we would all appreciate it very much.
Except for him, because he don't like me.
Yeah, well, Galder's a lot of things.
You know what?
I'm gonna glare at
Yes,
the elf,
I've seen
too.
3 or 4 now.
What spell did I prepare
So
for
good
you?
news, guys! We have the guide. He can get us out.
Oak is burying himself
could've
in the
gotten us out.
sand again.
I couldn't have gotten us out after I knew the direction, but that's okay. Always helpful for new people.
So, Galder, how's it going?
Do you like my new
Diana's just
dwarf?
gonna go back to talking to the elf.
Hey Jacob, do you
Rhea.
wanna get in my self pity hole?
Okay.
I'm good. I'm great. I'm wonderful.
I mean, there's room.
I'm gonna go. It's running
Rhea,
daylight, as they
what
say.
races do you like?
It's what exact time?
Wait, Galder, are you asking me what races I like?
Yeah.
He looked at
Not
his
elves.
non-existent watch on the
Oh,
Swiss.
well, I'm glad I'm not an elf anymore. I'm a dwarf.
Like anything but an elf. I do not like elves.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Now, to answer your question, Jacob, and also for any of those watching, I kind of screwed up a little bit last week on the Keen Mind feat. I forgot some stuff on it. So, yes, Keen Mind, you know exactly which way is north, and you know exactly what time it is, and you, like anything that you've read, heard, experienced, or whatever within the last month, you pretty much can recall perfectly. But beyond that time frame, it's, up in the air. Who knows? So, exact time, you would say you are looking at about like 7:24 and 38, 39, 40,
14,
41.
41, 42, 43,
why
and
are
he's
you
just
counting?
walking.
I'd like to imagine that he's got a watch drawn on his wrist with Sharpie or something.
Jacob, which way are you walking?
Gonna
We
walk to the
haven't
south.
decided.
No, we're walking to the east.
All right.
We're walking to the
Trying
horse
walk east.
No, I didn't
Well,
just
yeah.
turn into
If
a
we do,
freaking.
actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's go with the dwarves. They know how to party.
Horses.
And maybe find the horses.
Well, I wanna get the knuckles.
The knuckles.
The
Yeah,
whole
we gotta
reason
do
we're
that. We
out
will do
here.
that.
Yes,
We're
if
fighting
you
the goddamn horses first.
yes, if you
So I
if you
got my
remember,
eye on the prize.
yes, if you remember the to remind you all, your mission that was sending you from Asteron to Oceanica was to go to Oceanica and acquire the knuckle bones of Saint Aurelius that you have heard are somewhere in the city. Someone has them. Then, unfortunately, that's the only information you had on that. But you know that they are there. You are pretty confident in that information.
Y'all's quest. I forgot about y'all's
I
quest.
want to go to the city.
I say we go to party with the dwarves. Plus, if we're heading into the mountains, we're more likely to find the horses, seeing as we were in foresty areas.
No.
Let me party with the dwarves.
But I really wanna get back and get
And we
that.
will.
I wanna
Wait,
get that
well-
stone like
Wait.
before like
It'll be
Don't
you
fine.
know
Ah.
who gets it.
Oh yeah, no, the fucking.
Wait, who?
horses have-
Jacob,
It's fine.
do you remember the approximate location where we might have been before we went into the Feywild?
That's a good question. We were approximately, where were we?
You know exactly where you were distance-wise from Asteron. I'm not going to pull up the map right now, but you know exactly where you were. It wasn't that long ago. So yeah, you could pinpoint it on a map if you wanted to.
Right. Well, I can't. I don't have a map. I can't point it out. Far east.
So, but since we're in a desert and
To the mountains.
whatever, it's gonna take us a long time to get to those goddamn horses.
Yes, we're very
But we
far
have to
from
go
here.
east, so we might as well go see the dwarves.
I really, really want to like get those bones, like, because
That's
what
Get the
if?
bones
in the
after we
past
get
But
where
what
we're
if?
going.
What if we take too long and who
Oh,
ends
wow.
up getting the stuff?
Who, Voldemort?
We have to get the horses to be able to even be able
Well,
to
who's that?
finish going to the what's it?
Yeah, wait. That isn't. I don't think the city is in the direction.
The
Do
dwarves.
you really think the horses are gonna be alive?
They better
Bring
be.
that to Oak.
I mean,
Well, I won't say anything
They
about
better
the
be or
horses.
someone's gonna
The
die.
town we get to is also to the east, so east is the best
Probably
pathway.
Galder.
So it kind of sounds like I'm hearing overall a consensus of east. Is that correct?
Towards the dwarves.
Yeah, I think ease will take ease.
As
Ease
long
will
as
take
we're
wherever we
fighting
need
the
to go.
horses first, Oak is okay with this. Like,
Okay.
after we're out of the mountains, once we are somewhere near where we left the horses, we're looking for the horses.
Okay. So you start traveling east.
Can Diana play music as they walk? Because now she's in a much better mood.
Absolutely, you can. Go ahead and roll a performance check just to see how well you're playing today.
Oak is really tempted to break that instrument.
Galdor is just
He's in a bad
ignoring
mood.
it the best he can.
So, quick question: in roll 20, do I have the whole?
You should have the
my performance is doubled.
Just click on your character and just click on performance button that you should have at the top, and that should give you your skill. Yep, there you go.
Yep. That's it.
It's above average, but you know you can do better. You have done
I'm
better in
also
the
playing
past.
with one of the new ones.
Yeah, you know you've done better in the past, but it's pleasing. You know, not your best work, but
Oak
not
is
bad.
on the wrong side of the bed, and he's gonna. I'm really sorry about this.
If you touch the instrument, she freezes you, and she will leave you as a block of ice.
I would stop that.
Yeah, I can
Do not
dispel
touch the
magic.
So do not touch the instrument.
Well,
Dwarven balls?
nothing.
Who
Don't
was
worry.
Throw it.
The book. Books are weird.
Spider King. What?
Just
Fine,
let
Oak
him-
won't throw an instrument. He's just gonna throw, like, one of his torches that he's got.
No, we could have all. Alright.
Okay, so you guys have been traveling for, according to Jacob, exactly 4 hours and 21 minutes. And
Ah,
I,
32,
eh,
33.
eh,
Can we change the song?
and I
She's
need
playing multiple different songs as they go along.
Constitution saves for exhaustion from everyone.
Oh.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oak
We
is
Wow.
Oak is
I've been really
perfect.
good at intelligence.
Oak is perfectly fine.
Now can I have that re-roll?
No, because I'm using it.
Galder is fine. Jacob, wow, is fine. And
I'm fine.
Ray is fine. However, Diana, you have suffered with a level of exhaustion.
Yay! I mean, boo!
Well, I mean, you did sing for 4 hours straight and play instruments. It happens.
Hey, Soon,
Yes.
do you know how to get rid of exhaustion?
Oh, that's easy. Here. And he hands you a little jar.
Haha!
Oh my god. I'm really about to
Ha!
conjure
This is
animals.
what you get for befriending the elf. Suck it!
Just conjure animals and just have a
I
giant.
mean,
Could you teach me how to play?
Galder, you just gotta say
Yes, I
that
can.
one word.
I know, but it's not a safe
What do you
place
wanna
right
lose?
now.
What do you want to learn? The lute, the lyre, the viola, the violin,
God.
the flute, pan flute, woodland flute,
Should I just cast
No.
I will let you
harp,
Sure.
hand harp.
or should I just cast deafness on all of us?
Yes,
I will let you
please,
choose.
please.
once-
Let's start with the lute because it's the most simple.
Go
I
the way.
wish- Oak had a shield. Because then I could
But
shield
what I'm
circle
happy
away.
about is Soon
I
had a
can throw
thingy,
them
so
wild.
I don't have a point of exhaustion.
Galdor will hold his shield very close to his chest.
So she is more than happy to start teaching him how to play the lute. Like,
Okay.
I don't have exhaustion because of this man. I am happy.
God, should I just cast
Jacob will send Trin up into the air to get a bird's eye view and is going to sit there and look and hear through Trin so he can hear nothing.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oak will be guiding Jacob.
Oh, I was gonna carry him. I'm used to this.
All right.
Oh,
this
no, Oak will
might
still throw
interest
him over
me.
his shoulder. Oak will pick up Jacob and throw him over his shoulder.
That's
Being
okay.
grumpy.
Okay, so you guys managed to be walking along, and through Hrim's eyes, Jacob, you notice that the terrain of the desert has been kind of moving along, swaying. It's mostly been dunes, but in this area of the desert, it also has gotten a little bit more rocky, a little more structure to it. There's still sand everywhere, but there's also some like ravines and a little more structure to it, so that you guys are able to kind of duck between and find a little bit of shade as you walk if you pick through kind of some of these ravines and lower areas, which seems to be helping quite a bit, in addition to soon giving you, as you start to feel tired, the little jar that he handed. If anyone cares to use it, it's a balm that he instructs you to just kind of apply a little bit to your face and stuff, and you feel refreshed.
Sunscreen.
Can I just say something really quick?
Yeah, sort of.
Diana wouldn't, after Soon gave her the balm, Diana wouldn't let anybody else use it unless they apologized for being rude to Soon.
Oak was never rude to Soon, though.
It's fine. I have many.
I wasn't rude. Like,
You plotted his death.
You don't know that.
yeah, you
just
wouldn't know
did.
that.
Yeah, no, you didn't hear them. You didn't hear them.
But she could still pick up on the fact that they're being rude/mean to him.
Yeah, but you don't
Does
know we
not matter.
plotted
I have
his
many.
death.
They don't deserve it.
But
All
Oak
living
never
things
outright
deserve and
said-
to survive in the
want
great
it.
sands.
You're too nice.
It is a curse.
All right. So, as you are walking now through some of this more structured area of the desert, going between some rock formations, some small ravines, and the like, you come across an area that you will soon see.
Oh yay.
Oh, no.
More fighting.
Good.
Because I see the giant bug things.
Doesn't mean we're gonna fight them. They could be
No, no.
friendly.
Yeah, they could just be there. I mean, you never know.
They could be friendly bugs.
The bugs deserve to die.
You know who deserves to die.
Mhm.
You know what? I could say a lot of things.
Galdor nods his head vigorously.
As you are moving through these rocks and ravines, everyone hears clearly and loudly a kind of rumbling sound of the earth, as bursting through it you see these large insect-like creatures burst from the rock and sand near around you and start swarming towards you. 5 large creatures. Anyone with a... I will say these would actually be nature. Can make a roll to figure out what they are.
Let's watch this. What?
I think I don't know.
Why am I getting such low rolls?
Yeah,
You
don't
were
mind.
kind.
You just cling
Yeah.
to the gods tonight.
I've been the only nice one.
I should have cast guidance on
That's what I
myself.
said. You were kind.
You gotta be mean to get those good
Punish.
rolls. How do you think I'm always getting high rolls?
I only get
You know,
high
I can
rolls
say a
with
lot
not
of
important.
things.
What?
Alright.
Why do you hate Rhea so much?
So anyone who got a 10 or higher knows exactly what they are.
Could Galdor cast guidance on himself?
A little late for that. You have to call that ahead of time.
Do you have to have
Does Sue
proficiency
know
to
what
make
they
the roll?
are?
Okay, hold on. Rhea, you were saying?
Do you have to have proficiency to make the nature roll?
Technically, yes.
Okay, never mind.
Wait, but guidance says before or after making the ability check.
Really, it says...
The outcome.
But before knowing the outcome, and I had already said you needed a 10.
You can touch one feeling before the spell ends. You can blah, 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 blah. It does not say before you know the outcome.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, then I will allow it, but for now. But I will have to think upon that in the off time and get back with you as to future decisions. Hold on one second.
I just want to know. I was 1 point away.
Okay. So.
Can Diana ask soon if he knows what they are since he's used to the desert?
Get out of here, Stu.
I mean, they're coming pretty quickly.
He made his check, so he knows.
Does Sue know what they are since he knows the desert?
He made his check, and Galdor, you did with that guidance. You did make enough.
Lord.
These are an offshoot of ankegs called desert ankegs. They are desert ankegs. Ankheg.
Yeah.
I'm hearing keg. I'm ready to drink.
They can be pretty nasty, and they typically like to latch onto their prey and dissolve them with acid.
Nice.
Oh no, not acid.
And I need, in 1 second here, let me get this set up. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Whoa. Rhea, did you already get grabbed?
Ooh, oh, got a good number.
Oh, goodness.
Rhea, what are you doing over there?
What am I doing over there? What the fuck?
You got snatched.
What happened there, Rhea?
It might have been when I was trying to do my roll.
Probably. I grabbed the wrong thing and moved the wrong one.
I used my roll on that, but that's
Oh,
okay.
no.
What is it doing over here?
Put that in.
There.
My roll thing's messing up for initiative, but that's okay.
Oh, it's not showing up. What did you
Diana
get?
has nowhere to run to.
I'll just roll with that.
Yeah, just.
Did you click your picture?
Yeah, if you click on your picture and click on the initiative button at the top, it should work.
Oh, goodness. That's not what I meant to do. My bad.
What? Plus?
Let's do that. 21.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, that's not it. 1 plus 3.
Yes, not 3d20 plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you're struggling over there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but my initiative roll thing doesn't work when I click it.
It's like you missed one session.
I'll have to check. I'll have to check that macro to later on to see what's going on with it.
Either way, there we go. 4.
So you got a 4.
Yep.
All right. So let's put you on here real quick.
Diana has nowhere to run to, so she's stuck in the middle of all of the fighting. This is not good.
It's called fun. It's real fun.
Don't worry, Jacob.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
With my new dwarven body.
All right.
No, I can hide you.
And
yeah.
Boom. There we go. Now we have everybody all set. Okay, so it looks like Oak, you are first to go.
Okay. Well, where's the nearest thing?
You should be able to see them on your screen.
Okay. I can.
Okay, so they are all around you guys.
Okay.
choose one and run.
But the thing is, if Oak rages, you guys get like. If I choose one, everyone's gonna have to go towards it because then everyone gets good things when we're all fighting the same thing. So, yeah, that seems like a good choice. Whee! Oak is gonna go towards this one.
All right, so move yourself over there.
He's gonna whack it with his great axe.
All right. And unfortunately, that a 9 does not hit. As it kind of bounces off its chitinous shell. It kind of shakes a little bit from the impact, but other than that, doesn't seem to be any the worse for wear. Remember, you have 2 attacks there, 5th level barbarian.
I know. Calm down. Well, then Oak is gonna rage because it's very obviously a threat to his friends, and he's gonna whack it with his great axe again.
Okay. You can't really interrupt the attack action like that. Attack action means you take however many attacks. So you could rage before or after.
Yeah, he raged before.
Okay, that's fine. And once again, a 6 will not do it. So as the attack goes wide and this thing kind of scutters out of the way a little bit. And that is Oak's turn. So Galder.
Wait. No. Before.
Are you going to use your thing?
I'm using my thing.
Okay. Go ahead. So roll again, Oak. Go ahead.
Can I make this a reckless attack?
Yeah. You are a berserker, so yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah. That definitely hits. As you cut into it for 4 damage.
6 damage.
Oh, that's right. You're raging. I keep forgetting that it doesn't add that, so thank you for reminding me. So 6 damage, cutting into it, and it is not happy about that one bit. It kind of screeches a little bit and scoots back, but then comes forward again. Now, Oak's turn is over.
Some flavor.
Sure.
So Oak, the like when you went to attack, you felt this like little spark, like next to your shoulder, and it made you just kind of very subtly adjust, and that's why you got to hit it.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so now it is your turn, Galdor.
Galdor's wasting no time. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals. I'm gonna conjure a giant toad here and a giant toad there.
Okay, giant toads it be. Hold on one second. Let me hook you up.
What's their initiative?
If they are conjured, they basically just go on yours.
Oh, it tells me to roll.
Oh, it's telling you to roll. Okay, in that case, go ahead.
Yeah. Hopefully they roll worse than me this time. Oh, yeah, they rolled real worse.
Woo!
Alright, so... there's one. He's kind of surrounded, so he should be okay.
Alright, hold on. So you put one...
Technically, like the spiky thingy.
Yeah, so you put one over here. Hold on. I'm going to make him the correct size for you. If it'll actually let me grab it. It put him in the wrong spot.
No.
Grow, my little feller. Whoa. He had a growth spurt.
Yeah. So you put one there.
I guess technically.
And the other one, where did you say you were going to set that?
I was trying to block off this path towards us. So yeah, like there, and then.
Yeah, well, that's.
You can throw that.
He's
next.
He's going to move. It just takes a moment.
Oh.
Okay,
so you had one
there, And then the other
and the
one?
one right next to him.
One right next to him. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're both kind of attacking that one.
Yeah, they're focusing.
All right. And I will add them to the list here. And you said you rolled what for them?
They got a 2.
All right, a whopping 2 it is. Okay, so that was part of your turn. What else are you doing?
I'll just move here, and then I'll tell them to focus on that one. And that's my turn.
Okay. So now it is Rhea's turn.
Now if we get them closer.
If we draw them all in.
Rhea, are you muted again?
Is on my screen it says recovering lost connection for her.
Oh no.
Are you asleep?
No shit, right?
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah, it says she's recovering lost connection. All right. So yeah. So what we will do is we will go ahead and have her delay for now, and just move on because we have no idea how long that is going to take to fix. I will try to call her.
Her entire computer crashed.
Oh, she messaged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, so, once again, lost Rhea kind of in the middle of a fight. Hopefully she'll be able to get it booted back up and working in a little bit. But, so it's...
I don't know what I'm going to do, because everybody is right next to me.
The Ankeg's turn. As the one next to you, Oak, is going to go ahead and spray at you. And actually, let's see here, the distance. Yeah, he sprays and he gets you and Soon with this greenish acidy bile.
Does that count as him attacking something other than Oak?
No.
Damn.
Nope, it does not. It's this greenish acidy bile that sprays straight through you and all the way to hit Soon. And I need dexterity saves from both of you. And Rhea is almost back, according to the message.
A dex save?
A dexterity save.
No, I can just do this one.
Yeah, there you go. And, yep. Both of you make it no problem. So you take 4 points of acid damage.
Actually, can she reduce that by 3 for Oak since he's the closest?
So you're going to use your reaction to use kind words?
Prevent wounds.
Or prevent wounds? Yep,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it reduces it by 3.
Yep, so there you go.
1.
I don't remember if I can use it on multiple or just one person.
No, just one. Just one target. So, yep, that's your reaction for this round, so you won't get another one until basically it comes back around, alright?
I'm the last person, so...
So, yeah. Well, no. You're not the last person. Technically the toads are last, but it... it moved him one too far. There we go. Okay, so that one shot acid at you guys. This one up here, if I can get to select it, please. Thank you. Kind of scuttles between the cracks. Comes there. And it goes ahead and unleashes an acid spray. And it is going to hit Galdor, Diana, and Rhea. And good. Rhea back. Yay. All right, good. Rhea, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. So what we're going to do is after this attack, or after the Ankeg's attack, I am just going to have you, because I had you kind of delayed because of that,
Okay.
I will have you go ahead and do your turn then, but normally you will be right before them.
Okay.
So once again, the Ankeg shoots out a line of green, horrid, stenching bile that goes towards you, and all three of you, Oak, Diana, and Rhea, need to make dexterity saves.
Everything is rolling low today. Apparently, fuck me.
No, Galdor, not Oak. Galdor, Diana, and Rhea. You're right. Thank you. So, Galdor, you're fine. You make it. You take 4 points of acid damage. However, Diana and Rhea do not make it. You guys take 9 points of acid damage.
Oh, jeez.
Ouchies. I'm gonna get payback for this shit. I can't wait.
The one up in this upper corner goes ahead and attacks one of your frogs with a bite, and I'm pretty sure a 7 does not hit their AC. Is that correct?
Surprisingly, it doesn't. You're right.
Yeah, all right. So that one misses with its bite. This one is going to come around into this space here, crawling over these bushes, almost cacti-like bushes. And, well, with its reach, I'm going to go ahead and say, let's make this a 1-2, it's Rhea, 3-4, it's Jacob, and 5-6, it's Soon on a D6. So,
Whoa.
Oops, I forgot.
Oh.
It's a 0. It hits no one.
It attacks no one.
I forgot to put the 1 on there. There we go. So it attacks Soun. So this one attempts to bite Soun with a 17. Does that hit him?
Oh, yes.
All right. So Soun takes 10 slashing damage and 4 acid damage.
Ooh.
And I need you to make an athletics check to see if you can escape being grappled. And you managed to get out of being grappled. Okay. So that is that one's turn. This one comes up towards Oak, and no, not standing on top of Oak. There we go.
And standing on me.
It attempts to bite Oak, and I believe a 17 hits Oak as well.
Yeah, I guess.
And you take 12 points reduced to 6 because you're raging of slashing damage.
Yay.
And 4 points of acid damage. And I need an athletics check from you as well.
One moment. Athletics?
Scaring me.
Unfortunately, it currently has you grappled, which means your speed is 0. And that's really about it.
Okay.
You're right with it. It's kind of got you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you a little indicator here. To say that you are grappled, we'll just put that little web on you.
No.
All right.
You've been caught.
I don't want the web.
Okay. So that is all of their turns. It is now, like I said, Rhea, we're going to kind of jump back into your turn since you were on hold.
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right. I'm going to cast haste and twin spell it to target me and Oak.
Okay.
Oak, are you willing? You willing to take this extra power that I give you?
I am willing.
Good.
I'm willing.
All right.
Will
so
it do any good since he's grappled?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, you have that now. And so do
Mind
I.
explaining?
It increases AC, gives advantage on dexterity saving throws, and gives an additional action on each turn.
Mm-hmm.
I could have used that.
Does that mean he can make two more attacks?
No,
Unfortunately,
it doesn't. It doesn't work that way. It gives you one additional attack.
Aww.
You can't extra attack with it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But that still means that you could get 3 attacks in your turn.
Yeah.
And then you still have your bonus action. So with like your bite when you're shifted and stuff like that, you could still.
Yeah.
So, spend my sorcery points because that was expensive. And then I am going to probably firebolt the one that is right next to Oak and twin spell that.
Okay, so go ahead and cast both of those firebolts then.
Spellbook. Firebolt. Firebolt.
All right, the first one hits it square in the mandibles on the front of its face, and causes it to kind of draw back, which allows the second shot that went off to go wide of it. But that first one slams into it, and it definitely caused some damage. It was not happy with that.
Does her halfling trick not work with spells?
It does. It does. I can't use it right now. I don't believe.
Mm-mm. She only gets it. She already used it once before.
Once per turn.
Yeah.
And I used it for Oak's attack.
Yep.
So yeah, I would get the 7 fire.
Yep. And it gets hit, and it's not happy with it. That definitely had some effect on it.
Then I am going to eat a probably 2nd level spell.
Okay.
Nom nom nom.
All right. So that is your turn. Soon it is your turn.
Wait, can I move real quick?
Yes, you do have movement. However, I am saying you are in the reach of this thing.
I am?
Yeah, it's these guys actually are special.
All right, that's cool. If I move here, am I still within reach?
I have not seen you move yet.
I guess right here. Yeah, swing around.
Yeah, you're definitely you. If you're just kind of going around it and staying within its
I'm going
threat
around
range.
it.
Yeah, you're still within its threat range.
I'm gonna pull out my cool dagger in one hand, and the other hand's gonna be free.
Okay. So that's your turn. So it is now Soon's turn.
Excellent. So Soon is going to step up here. And he's going to make a gesture with the tip of his sword towards the end keg and bring up the end to his mouth. And he's going to go and blow out a burst of flame.
Fancy puppy.
All right. Yeah, so the NK gets to have fun trying to do this. And it saves, so it takes half damage, which is still a cubic butt ton. As it is not looking good after that. It is definitely devastated, as Jacob and Rhea, especially Diana, you also see it pretty well. This just bright, hot flame issues forth from Soon, and I mean it's like melting the chitinous armor off of this thing. It's like heat waves coming out from it, and it's having a devastating effect. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right. It is now Jacob's turn.
I think you're muted.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Got it. He's gonna bonus action touch Prim, good old Dragon's Breath, and is going to. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be at 2nd level. Then he is going to take a step this way. Am I still within range of that first one?
Oh god, don't move closer to me.
That's where Rhea was, yep, and you will still be in its threat range.
Okay. I'm going to then a pew pew with my action.
Okay.
Which it should be 2d10. I don't know if it changes automatically or not.
It doesn't change automatically.
Alright, cool. Then we'll add another. Just
add another d10 to that, yeah. Yeah, you'd have to go into to roll 20.
Boom, there you go.
So, 8. However, the 8 to attack is not going to hit.
Alright, that's a-okay. I figured that would be a thing that happened. Prim is going to fly kind of in front of Oak and is going to use the action to send the Dragon's Breath into the 2 of those.
Okay.
Dex save of 15.
All right.
Does Oak need to make that save?
No.
No.
If he's in front of him, he's fine.
Okay, and what I'm going to do here is real quick.
Oh, win.
If it will do it. Okay, so right here. So where exactly is Rim? You can kind of see him this little...
Oh, he would be right... oh, goodness. How do I do the...
It's right now. It is just a picture I grabbed, so I haven't been able to set up anything.
He would be like, if possible, right in front of Oak.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set him to right below Oak here for a second.
Okay.
Okay, and he's trying to get an angle to hit both of them with the fire breath, right? Okay,
yeah.
So go ahead and go for it.
All right, it's a dex save of 15.
Oh yes, that's right. You said that. Go ahead and roll the damage while I'm doing the saves.
Yeah, I got you.
Quick question: is their acid spitting considered a melee attack?
No.
No? Damn. Okay, then this would be pointless.
Okay, so one of them makes it, one of them definitely does not.
Okay, so one of them takes 15, the other takes 7.
All right. So, there. And you over here. Show me your hit points so I might change them.
And Prim will then move back.
Okay, so he's doing his flyby.
Yep.
Okay, and where do you want him to end up? Go ahead and you can like ping or use an arrow or something to show me.
It's been a bit for a ping, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, about there, but just higher up in the air.
Higher in the air. Okay.
Yeah.
Smart.
So kind of
very
like
smart.
a bird's eye view of just what's going on.
All right, very smart. And anything else on your turn, or is that it?
That's everything.
All right, it is now Diana's turn.
Damn, everyone is too close to me. No matter where I move. Okay, so I'm gonna move Diana. Can she make it that far? I didn't check that. Ah! Yes, okay. So I'm gonna move Diana over here, away from everyone.
Okay.
She is going to use.
Okay. Let's see. How far away are you? Now you realize these are different elevations, so that's going to be difficult terrain.
She only moved like 25
yeah, I was just looking.
feet.
25, and your movement is what?
30.
30. All right. So you would not be able to make it quite to there because this difficult terrain, you're climbing, having to climb up it and scurry up it. So you would be able to make it to right about there. But the thing is, you are not at the same physical level elevation wise as the others.
Okay, so then I have a quick question. If I were to move her,
you're like right there. You are basically a good 15 feet above everyone else.
Okay, then I have a question. If I were to move her, if it'll let me do the thingy, if I were to move her like here,
over there instead,
she'd be at a high enough elevation that if she used her 10 radius ice field, it would not hit soon.
No, because he's on that same elevation. Notice he's on that same level.
Because that one looks like it's a higher elevation.
If you were on one of these higher pillars, yeah, but you wouldn't hit anything because nothing else is at that elevation.
Okay, so where I'm at, it wouldn't hit Jacob?
Nope, wouldn't hit anybody.
Okay, then what she's going to do is she's going to go up there. She's going to use Dissonant Whispers on a level 2 Dissonant Whispers on the monster that is not grappling Oak.
Okay.
And then as her bonus action, cast Ice Field around herself.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm trying. It's a 46.
And I believe there is a save for that. So you should have, let's see.
What is with all the ones?
That's what you're getting. Hold on. What is your spell save DC for that?
13? Wisdom?
Wisdom 13. Alright. Oh, that's a great stat for these creatures. They're definitely very, very wise.
Are they really?
No. But, but, yeah. That one definitely wasn't. So, so you nail it with your Dissonant Whisper spell, and
this is apparently 14.
Yeah, and it shrieking and just it's not liking it. Excuse me. And in fact, let's see. Yep, that one was the one that was hit by Jacob before. So, come here, you.
And as a result, it's supposed to move as far away as, or it's dead. That works too.
Its head explodes.
And so that's your move and your action, correct? That is an action to cast. Yep.
Yeah.
So any bonus
action is the ice field around.
And your bonus action is your ice field. Yep. Okay. So there you go. That is your turn. Giant toads. So go ahead and roll for their attacks.
All right. Bite. Damn. Bro, it's a not one day.
Apparently.
16 hit?
Yes, 16 will definitely hit.
Okay. 1d10 plus 2, so it takes 8 damage,
right.
And then it takes 4 damage of poison.
All right.
And then it needs to make a athletics check or acrobatics to escape a grapple / restraint.
Okay, so 8 damage and 4 damage of poison, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then it needs to make athletics check, you say?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Or acrobatics, whatever's better for it.
Alright. Alright, so it got a 16 on its roll.
Oh, yeah, that definitely beat. It's only a 13.
Okay. So it is not grappled. Alright, and that's both toads, or is that like one at a time?
That was both toads.
Alright. So it is Oak's turn.
Okay.
Hey, he's no longer grappled, so.
No, it's the other one that had him grappled.
Well.
Oh, it is?
Oh, right. I said the one because I thought it was going to scurry away.
Mm.
Well.
And I didn't want another Golder incident.
So, Oak has 2 actions because of the haste spell, right?
Well, you have a normal action, and then you have an action that you can use to make one attack or do like something else actiony.
Can he use that action, like the extra action, to try and break the grapple?
I'll say yeah.
Okay, what kind of strength check do I need to make?
It's an contested athletics, or not contested. It's just athletics check.
How about a 20?
Oh yeah, you
20 would...
easily, you break free. Not a problem at all. And
okay.
Go ahead.
And Oak is gonna whack it with his great axe, reckless attack.
Okay.
Both times.
All right, go for it. All right, and the first one does not hit, but the second one slams home, dealing mucho damage as you crunch right through kind of its left side, taking off one of its outstretched arms, of which it has several, so it's not a huge loss, but it screams in pain at that hit.
So,
all right.
2 14s.
And you still have a bonus action after all of that.
I think Oak is good.
All right. So it is Galder's turn.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shillelagh, and I guess I'm gonna take a swing.
All right.
If I can find it. There it is.
Oh, look at that. Nat 20.
And 2 nat 1s.
Yeah.
Wow, this is...
What is with that?
Yeah. Nat 20. So, and 2 nat 1s. Jeez. So, 5 damage.
Yeah, I forgot to spend it last time, but
on Mr. Ankeg. Okay, so you smack him with your shillelagh, definitely causing some damage. And anything else? I believe you still have some movement left.
No, I'll chill here.
All right. So it is Rhea's turn.
Do it, Rhea. Do it. Okay.
Uh-oh, did we lose Rhea again?
We lost her again.
We
Yeah.
lost her
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. All right, so we're same scenario. Going to the Ankegs. I'm gonna go ahead and
Question.
Yes.
Can I, before any of them attack, can she use cutting words on the one closest to Jacob and Soon and reduce the attack?
You do that
Not
as
the damage, but the
yeah.
attack
You
roll.
do that as they attack.
Okay.
So if you're gonna do it on the one that's close to Jacob and Soon, I'll let you know when I get around to that guy. Right now I'm on Galdor. as it attempts to bite you, and an 11 does not hit you. So, too bad for
and
it.
it gets rolled to con.
Raise back.
Oh, your Spore Prince is on, right?
Yeah, well, it doesn't double, but I just Halo Spores him normally.
Yep. Oh, you held the spores. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is a con save, which he fails. So
oh my god, I did max damage.
Yeah, you did your whole 4 again. You've done that twice now, last session and this session.
I'm so proud of this. I'm about to live in the desert.
Alright, so that was that guy. The one on Oak goes ahead and attempts to bite, and it has advantage because you went reckless. So a 22 definitely hits you.
Oh, yeah.
And you take 13, reduced to 6 points of slashing damage, and 3 points of acid damage. And once again, I need an athletics check from you to see if you can get out. Athletics or acrobatics, actually. It's either one.
Athletics.
Oh, yeah. You definitely, this time you prevent being grappled right off the bat. So that is its turn. Now I am on the one between Saun, Rhea, and Jacob. And
I have to roll a 1d8 and take it away from...
its attack. That's the version of cutting words you're using. So, yep. Go ahead and roll your 1d8 while I roll the bite. First, I'm going to figure out who I am going to attack.
7!
Bring it on. Bring it on. Rhea's taunting it.
And Rhea's back. That's
like
good.
Poking it.
Rhea's back. That's good.
Rhea's poking this bug.
Rhea is poking the bug. That works because I was doing you as 1-2, Soon as 3-4, and Jacob as 5-6.
My taunt was very successful.
It was very successful because he goes after you. So, and wow, Diana rolled 7. Oh yeah, huge miss.
I have an AC of 18 right now.
Yeah, but it's nowhere close, especially with that cutting words. So yeah, it misses you completely. However, the one up by the frogs, or the toads, I should say. Oh yeah.
Hey, leave my boys alone.
I'm sorry, a 24 is definitely gonna hit.
Yeah, probably.
Goodbye, Toad.
Oh hell no, they have a lot of HP.
So that one toad just took 7 slashing damage and 6 acid damage. And it is now grappled.
That is just... It's gonna grapple him right back, so who cares?
Yeah. They're just gonna... They're hugging each other. Alright.
And then how much acid real quick?
Say again? 6 acid.
Okay.
It is now Soon's turn.
Do I get to go?
Oh, yes, sorry. Since Ray did get back, yes, again, we will... You did come back, so you will go prior... This is technically prior to the end cakes, but not really.
I mean, I'm probably about to kill some. Alright, so I'm going to... Because I'm so quick, I'm gonna like, dart under this creature real fast. Because I'm like Speedy Gonzalez. And then I'm gonna cast a fireball and hit basically all of this stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit 1 toad and 2 of the things.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. So you're hitting 1. Where are you placing this fireball exactly? Way back.
Right. Yeah.
Way back up.
There.
Okay.
Because it's 20 foot radius.
Yep. All right.
And then I'm gonna cast my fireball. I don't have it in, really.
You don't
so
hit.
I haven't put it in yet. Anyway, it's gonna be a Dex 15 save.
Yeah.
And they'll take 8d6 damage.
So roll your save for one of your toads there, Galdor. One of them makes the save, and one of them fails. Unfortunately, the one next to Galdor is the one that failed.
Hit.
Nope, 2 Ankegs and 1 toad.
Yeah, I thought that you rolled for the toad.
No. 2 Ankegs and 1 toad. I rolled for 2 Ankegs.
Yeah, I know. I thought. Sorry, my brain heard what you said translated as the toad gets hit.
No.
Yeah, the toad does get hit.
The toad gets hit, but that's Galdor had to roll for it.
Yeah, that's what I was just. Ignore me.
Yes, I am hitting a toad.
But the toad passed.
Yeah,
Yes,
it still takes half damage.
It takes
Okay.
17 fire if it passes, 34 if it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's where I got lost.
All
I'm
right.
like, wait, what? I'm tired.
The one over by the other toad, or by the toads, I don't know how well that toad is doing. Is it still alive after 17 fire damage?
You're muted.
Heck yeah, my toe bros, they're good.
Alright.
Your toad bros.
And the one by Galdor has bitten the dust. Okay. Now, Rhea, as you're doing all this, I need you to give me an acrobatics check, please.
Sure. I'm super acrobatic. 16.
Okay. So that means you only take... Hold on, where are you?
Can I ask why I'm doing an acrobatics roll?
I'm about to tell you.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
You only take 3 points of damage as you had kind of slipped and underneath this Ankeg and tried to get underneath him as you went through the cactus-like bushes that it doesn't seem to have a problem crawling on, but you tried to slide through.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, I didn't have to do it when I went around this way?
There's also a bush right there. It's kind of blocking that pathway.
All right, so 3 damage.
So moving through quickly like that, your acrobatics check allowed you to avoid, most of the damage, but normally moving through quickly like that, you're gonna end up bumping into some cactus spines.
Even if I have the halfling feature where I can run through shit my size.
Yeah,
or
the creature
size larger.
The creature is size larger. The terrain right there.
Okay.
You have to beware of. So it's only a small amount of damage, but terrain does have effects, guys. So.
Yep.
All right. And then I'm going to target the one near Oak, cast a firebolt, and twin spell it.
Okay.
Oh, I want to kill it.
No, it's mine. It's my prey. For like the power of ire, I gotta kill it.
Power of ire.
Yes.
My life for ire.
Hey, it's my patron. Don't you dare diss him. I'll kill you.
Wait, do you not know where that's from?
Yeah, it's StarCraft.
Okay.
Yes, I know where that's from.
I'm more of the Storm kid.
It's just.
Well, that first one hits. Second one also hits.
Oh, and it's 1 additional damage. I forgot. Because of my stick.
Yep, and
my
so
rock.
that's gonna be for each one. So it's actually 2 total, 1 additional on each one. So okay.
22. Wait,
no,
that's wrong.
No,
That's so wrong.
That is very wrong. 17.
17.
Okay.
I can do math.
It is not looking very good. It's still up though.
All right, I'm gonna quicken spell and do another firebolt.
Okay.
Are you just spending all your sorcerer points?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, kind of.
That one unfortunately misses as it goes wide. And it is now.
Now I'm done.
Yeah, I was gonna say you pretty much used up everything you could do. It is now Soun's turn.
All right, and once again, he's going to gesture with his sword and.
Holy
Better than the last.
Better than the last one, even. Oh my lord and a half. Oh,
I love
yeah.
how we don't see what he rolls.
True.
Yeah, it's a mystery to us.
It is. That is, because it's my special NPC sheet. So it's not a character sheet, it's actually an NPC sheet.
Also, if we kill him, it won't matter.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wish we had him sessions way back, because I would love to see how he manipulated Songbird.
Alright, and... Well, you no longer have to worry about those cactus-like plants there, Rhea, because the entire plant life, as well as what was left of that ankeg, have been absolutely just seared away to ashes as another just intensely hot, powerful blast of just like flame and anger and, you know, molten heat shoots forth from Soon and wipes over that area in a line that goes from him about 40 feet down the way. And that is your turn, unless you've got anything else.
No, then he's going to not really skip, but very artistically move to there.
Yes. Okay.
We killed the frog.
And that's assuming that these are double movement.
Yep. Yep. And that would be your turn.
How
then.
much movement does this man have?
Enough.
It is now Jacob's turn.
Escape death.
Okay. Toads got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oak seems okay. Toads. Just gonna look up. Pew pew. Gonna try to hit the one that's by the toads.
All right, go for it.
As soon as I can. Look at my boy. There we go. Oh, the wrong tab. No, well, 21 to hit.
That
with 4 points.
and an additional 4. There you
fire.
go. 8 points of fire. Okay, so as you smack that one with a firebolt burning into it, it is not looking good at all. The remaining ankegs that the two that are around you, just they are not well holding together very well. They're very bloodied. There's holes and burn marks and all this along their carapace. The one near Oak is like missing one of its arms. It's severely burned. I mean, these things are looking really rough.
All right. And then Jacob is just gonna.
Oh.
So, is everything all right? Are you good? Did it hurt?
I mean, I got hit, but like, I'm fine.
All right. Just coming, making the rounds. Da 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 da.
All right, I'm gonna jump up and pat your head.
He's a dwarf.
Well, you're still like 6 inches shorter.
Yeah, I mean, unless I can be like a really cool
Jason,
dwarf that
quick
matches
question.
my head, like my height.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I would love to be a 7'2" dwarf.
And then Frem is gonna land on his shoulder. That'll be the end of his turn.
You guys, worry about this end over here. I use my frogs for a reason, so we don't have to worry about it.
I'm not too worried about the one that has multiple people going to it.
My frogs are hungry. They need to feast.
That's
dramatic.
weird, but okay.
Look, I like things that can grab things, I guess. Last
I
time
have a quick question before I do my
We're
turn.
done with that conversation.
a tentacle, now it's frogs.
Stop.
What's your question?
So, because he mentioned elevation, I have a spell that's exactly 20 feet. Because she's shooting from a higher elevation down, would she still hit it at that 20 feet?
Yeah. Let's say yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I was trying to take care of something. Real quick. Jacob, after your firebolt, was there anything else you were going to do?
Just walked over to Galder, checked how he was doing, had him fly back onto Jacob's shoulder, and that's going to end my turn.
Okay, so Diana, it is your turn.
I'm not sure how well this is gonna work because it's a dexterity saving throw. But, this is gonna be a weird question. Can she use a bardic inspiration on herself?
I do not believe you can do that at this level. Higher levels, yes.
Okay, because I don't see anything saying I can't.
It's actually in the as a bonus action, a creature other than you. Yep. When you get higher levels, then eventually you can give yourself inspiration.
Okay. Do I want to use hail? Just to be safe, to make sure I do enough damage, I will do another, Dissonant. I'm gonna use a second level slot of Dissonant Whispers on that one.
Alrighty then.
Frogs.
Okay, so I need to roll my save, and that was wisdom. Yeah, they aren't very wise. Roll your damage. Not that it's really gonna matter, because yeah, as it shrieks and as you send this like sonic psychic wave of energy out to it, it like just horrible sound comes from between its jaws as it shrieks for a moment, and then its head literally explodes and its body collapses. Yeah, it was. I mean, you could hear a. And that one's done.
Bonus action, she will give her last remaining bardic inspiration to Oak for his next turn.
Okay. It is now the giant toad's turns.
Alright, giant toads. Time to...
Roll it.
I just read a message. Okay, this giant toad is gonna attack this giant toad.
Okay.
22 hits, and then this giant toad is gonna attack this giant toad.
Okay.
Why?
They're just having fun hitting each other. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then 11 plus 4. Yeah, 11 plus 4 is it's gonna hit. Okay, they both restrained each other.
Yep. Okay. So they're these two toads are now making out.
Yeah.
Their tongues are wrapped all around each other. They're making out.
Very aggressively.
Yes.
Galder, do you control that, or is that... Oh, gosh.
Just don't look. They're in heat.
It is now Oak's turn.
Oh,
yeah, they were gonna... Yeah, I told you they need to kill something. That's their turn.
Yeah. Okay, Oak. It's all you.
Oak, I swear to God, if you do this.
Okay. Oak cracks his neck and he whacks the bug.
And he most certainly does. With that one crack, show me what you got.
I I want to split it like straight in half, like splitting like the thorax from the head, like just splitting it in half, literally.
Okay. All right. It rears up.
Like I'm dissecting a bug.
Yeah. It rears up. It's like It's got like 8 legs. Well, 6 legs. Kind of. It's got a big ass end too. It kind of uses that for balance, and it's reared up. You've already crushed one of its arms. But 3 of these arms it's up, its mandibles are pointing at you, it's large, it's kind of looming over you, and you just whip your axe around and bring it straight down overhead, smash, and it just slices straight through this thing's head and its body all the way down to where the middle of the thorax connects to the tail. And then it just kind of goes, and then flops over. And it's a sight to behold.
And then Oak screams in his primal rage.
And at that, all the Ankegs are vanquished. But then you hear a very loud and large, like a bird, very loud, and a shadow swoops overhead, and as you look up, you see an absolutely enormous bird.
A new friend.
Is it Ho-Oh?
Oh no.
And it is huge, and it is way up in the air, out of range of you would know for most of your spells and ranged weaponry.
Dear God.
But it has clearly seen activity as it begins to kind of try to circle around. And at that point...
While you guys have been most fun, it's time for me to go.
Wait,
And at that
You
point,
bitch.
you are not ready for the rock. And he climbs up onto the top of this rock, and as his voice deepens, and he shifts into a brass dragon. Continue to the east, and you will find the citadel. Perhaps we will meet again. And he flies off.
Yeah, we should have killed him.
Damn it. Melora!
It's too late now. He flew off.
Frogs, get him!
I wanted to learn the spell! At least I got it taught. At least I could teach him how to play the lute.
I'm befriending that goddamn bird if it...
Wait, he's a dragon. I love him now. Fuck.
Exactly!
He's better than all
to
of
be
you.
nice to him.
I need to go apologize.
He said
I
we're
have
not
a
ready
question.
for
Is
bird.
Yes, go ahead,
his
Jacob.
skill shimmering because he's brass? He's gone.
Wait, brass. What color is that?
And I was the only one that was nice to him.
Jacob.
And
That wasn't mean.
as you see this brass dragon take off into the air, it gets in the face of this rock, obviously antagonizing it, and flies away, and the rock begins to follow. And you again think you hear, off in the distance, his voice simply telling you, keep going east. You'll get there soon. And that is where we end for tonight.
Can I ask
See,
one?
this is why you're nice to
question?
people. Diana befriended a dragon.
Okay, so
Oak did nothing to it.
Rhea, you may ask. You requested one question. Please go ahead.
Yeah,
and ask your one
did
question.
Soon get hit in that battle at all?
No, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He
But
got
it was acid.
He got hit once.
Well, would there have been any dragon blood nearby?
Wouldn't it have cauterized the wound the moment it hit him?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
As acid?
You have no idea. You would have to search around, but that we will have to do at next week's session. I want to thank everyone who came to watch. I want to give a special thank you from myself and hopefully from all my players to our special guests. Thank you for coming and joining us and playing soon for us.
It was a pleasure.
All right. And everyone that was watching the stream, I hope you had a good time. And hope you join us again next week, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you for our Totally Online Gaming Group's D&D live stream. Laters all.